So UNCDF, Gian is here. Then representatives from Code Like a Girl. Nice to have you with us. And we have the mentors. We have a few mentors in the house also. I see some investors, VCs, Capital Delivery, John. Thank you to have you. The media is also here. The media guys, thank you for having me here. But also, special thanks now, and to our honored guests, the startups, the founders, big ups. I wish you success today. Thank you. I just want us to go through our agenda in a minute. If I can have it on screen, please. Yes, so the agenda of today will be, as you can see it on our screen. I'm just sending out the welcome note. In a few minutes, you're going to have the documentary come in, then keynote speeches from the guests, together with the guest of honor, a group photo at 10:30, and then we'll begin our startup pitches. And then the program will end around 14 hours. So, I should not waste more time. May we begin by having a quick but also short documentary that will entail for the journey of Vodacom Digital Accelerator Season 2. Thank you.
Startups play an integral role in solving problems and challenges in our society. And with the rate of our fast-growing economy, enabling startups is key to our country's development. In its pursuit to foster more startup success stories in the Tanzanian ecosystem, Tanzania's top telco, Vodacom Tanzania, launched the Vodacom Digital Accelerator Program Season 1 in 2019 in collaboration with SmartLab. On April 25, 2022, SmartLab, in partnership with Vodacom Tanzania, began this incredible journey with the launch of Season 2 of the Vodacom Digital Accelerator Program. In promoting and creating awareness of the program, we embarked on an info session hub tour across various regions of Tanzania to search for disruptive, innovative, and promising tech startups with solutions that could transform communities within the areas of education, fintech, e-commerce, agriculture, health, cybersecurity, and entertainment. Over 200 startup applications were received during the application phase, demonstrating the appetite for startup growth among the youth in Tanzania. That followed a period of careful selection of the quality startups that meet the criteria to join the program, and later unveiling the 12 startups selected for the acceleration program, including Schuler Innovations, Smart Darasa, Lango Academy, Vijana Tech, Consultancy, Seto, Transau, Get Value, Speedy Africa, Medpack, BusyTech, and BusyPay.
I would like to once again congratulate all our last season winners. So Season 2 will offer so excellent technical support, access to international partners.
Congratulations again that you went through the hectic application process and interviews, but all was to filter out and get the best. So congratulations to you guys.
The startups for the VDA Season 2 have received intensive training, bootcamps, and mentorship sessions from experienced mentors with valuable expertise in catalyzing their business growth.
The experience so far has been very great, and when you share your experience, it means also giving back to the community, and it's part of Vodacom's purpose as well, as an employee, as a leader, to connect the society for a better future.
From Vodacom's efforts to support and empower young girls in STEM, VDA Season 2 merged with Vodacom's Code Like a Girl program through having selected alumni from the program join the VDA program to learn from not only the experienced mentors through mentorship sessions, but also the 12 startups themselves who worked hand in hand with them while building their products.
So the Code Like a Girl this year, for the first time, we're going to put it together with the Accelerator, the Digital Accelerator program, and the people from the Smart Codes, or rather the programs that we have with the startups, will then be their mentors to help them develop and continue to entice them. That way, by the time they get to the level that the Smart Codes, or rather the level that the Accelerator programs are, the startups, then they're at a higher level because they started at a young age.
My experience at the VDA Bootcamp Season 2 has been very exciting. I have gotten an opportunity to be a part of sessions where have been very engaging experience, and frankly speaking, I hope to use the knowledge that I've gotten today to be very beneficial.
The VDA Season 2 has been an incredibly fruitful collaboration with tremendous mentors and sessions that have assisted my business to understand itself now in the present and in the future years to come.
The Season 2 program concludes with the Demo Day event of all their hard work over the 3 months of acceleration they received. Only the top 3 startup winners will get a chance to proceed further with the 6-month validation phase after the acceleration, which is left for the judges and the overall innovation ecosystem to decide. Thank you to all ecosystem key players and partners for the support shown in the program through a community of mentors, investors, and the innovation ecosystem at at large. Congratulations to all the 12 startups that participated in our program, and hello to those that aspire to be part of our program during the next season. Be sure to look out for Season 3 as we continue to groom and shape the Tanzanian innovation ecosystem by supporting startups with impactful ideas that will change the future of our nation through technology. Until Season 3, let's take the next step to innovate Africa. Innovation for Africa. Together we can.
To understanding themselves, to understanding in terms of what impact of their product they can bring. So today they are going to demo or they are going to showcase their solutions based on the problems which they are trying to solve. And then at the end of the day, we'll have winners. But of course, we say everyone who has been on this journey for all these accelerators, they are the winners, and we are going to onboard all of them. But of course, leading with the top 3 which we have. But just to explain in terms of, because most of the people will ask, what is the corporate accelerator? Or why Vodacom actually is on this? And why we also being part of supporting it. So the corporate accelerator is more of connecting young innovators who have big ideas, but they need a helping hand in order to see which platform and which processes they can use in order to scale their products and services. And of course, at the end of the day, to bring impactful solution to the community. So is to create jobs.
And of course, at the end of the day, to make sure Tanzania, Africa, and the world as a whole, it's actually become a better way for living. For Vodacom Digital Accelerator, for this one, of course, we have been having 3 months of training, mentorship, coaching, and of course, actually I wanted also to touch the type of coaching which these accelerators and which they have been passing through. So part of the coaching is to embed the startup with corporate. The things which maybe they were supposed to go somewhere and hire these impactful-minded people which they have already embedded within the ecosystem, so they get the fruits of how are they going to embed themselves, and of course making sure they are bettering their services. So with partner, the likes of Vodacom, they have actually volunteered a lot of their time, and of course to make sure all of this startup they're actually delivering based on the big dreams which they have in terms of the impact. But also on top of that, why Corporate Accelerator is important, it's actually making the corporate themselves understand what's happening on ground. And it's two ways conversation in terms of you give and you get. So on behalf of Dr. Nungu, actually we are discussing while he's coming, he's actually keen to see how will also other corporate can be part of this ecosystem so that at the end of the day we can empower a lot of startup and innovators to scale their idea. So on behalf of Smart Africa Group and Smart Lab, I would like to thank Vodacom for giving the startup and the innovator and the young minds the opportunity to break through their ideas and take it to the community. And just to go specifically on Vodacom Accelerator. So at the moment, we have 12 founders, which of course we give them the opportunity with their company to be represented. And within these startups, most of them, they are coming from different industries, you know, from health, from education, we have cybersecurity, we have fintech, and everything in between. And within this demo day, when we get the result of the top 3, the Vodacom is going to embase or invest more than 200 million. And this 200 million will be used in terms of marketing, giving them a strategic approach in terms of how are they going to impact their customers, helping them on compliance. But I think one biggest thing which, of course, most of the startups they are looking into is how are they going to embed within the M-Pesa, especially the fintech startups. And of course, with the learning of M-Pesa impact within the community, pretty much all this type of learning, using the customers which they have, we are going to get the output out of it. So in conclusion, I would like again to thank Vodacom, to thank guest of honor, Mr. Nungu, Dr. Nungu, whereby together with Smart Lab, we are looking forward to scale the 3 winners, but not only the 3 winners, even all these other remaining startups, to scale them through the investors. The good thing is we have a lot of investors online today, which actually they are looking and they are keen to see which areas are we impacting and what kind of solution do we have. And of course, I would like to encourage the startups when they come here also to talk about, you know, how are they going to scale beyond this market? How are we going to combine and impact around it? And we believe with the umbrella of Vodacom as a brand through the trust which they have given us, we are going to have a lot of impactful solution. And we have seen the previous season 1 of the Vodacom Digital Accelerator, which you all have seen the impact, and we are looking forward to see what is it today. Without talking a lot, I would like to bring the mic back to Mr. Larry, and looking forward to good result today. And with today's result is a big impact for today, tomorrow, and looking forward to the good output. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Hence to Edwin, the CEO and CVO of SAG, Smart Africa Group. Thank you very much. Next up, we're going to have a keynote speech from the Director of Digital Services and VAS from Vodacom, Mr. Nguvu.
Aha. Super excited to be here. Director General of COSTECH, Dr. Amos Nungu. I understand Dr. Nkundwe Moses Mwasaga was supposed also to be here. Is there anyone from ICT Commission? Maybe they're still on the way. Again, as you have heard from Rari, our very own Managing Director of Vodacom Tanzania, Mr. Philip Besimire, will also join us in the few moments to come. My brother, Managing Director of SAG Group, Edwin, thank you. Management of Vodacom Tanzania and the staff of Vodacom Tanzania who are with us here, and I understand some of them are following us online. The ecosystem of innovation in Tanzania, the startups, my brother Joseph Manirikada, UNDP, and other stakeholders within the Innovation Tanzania. Distinguished guests, finalists who made us to be here today, and members of the press, good morning. As I said in the beginning, I'm really honored to stand in front of you. And some will ask, why Vodacom? Why Vodacom doing this? We know Vodacom is supposed to sell bundles and M-Pesa. But Vodacom is a purpose-led organization that is really guided by the three fundamental pillars in social contract with the society. We believe in digital society. We believe in inclusion for all and the planet. If you double-click those three pillars, you realize why Vodacom is doing this, and they will continue doing this. Today, as I speak in front of you, we understand the challenge the world is getting. As of 2021, the penetration of internet connectivity, as I remember, is sitting at around 55%. That is about 4.2 billion people. And the remaining 45, which is 3.6 billion people, is not connected. But that doesn't bother me. It's not a big issue to me. Which gives me sleepless night, which makes me awake at night, is the fact that out of that 45% not connected, only 400 million are not connected because of lack of coverage. The remaining 3.2 billion people are not connected because of usage gap. Why? It's because of the fact that either they don't have those devices, or they are not yet to realize the use cases which will make them to invest and be connected. With this kind of innovation, it brings a lot of reasons as to why people should come and get connected. So Vodacom believes into empowering local startups in building and creating game-changing solutions that are really fit for the market. To start from my introduction, I would once again, I would like to take this opportunity to appreciate the presence of the father of innovation, as you have heard earlier, Dr. Amos Nungu. We really appreciate. We understand how busy you are. We understand how short notice in terms of coming here, but not only that, but also your busy schedule for today. And for that, giving us this moment is really remarkable. Asante sana, Dr. Amos Nungu. Ladies and gentlemen, today is a special day. As we've heard before, today, that day, is the aha day, whereby you will be able to witness how good and how prepared our own startups they are. We've reached a climax of our very own Vodacom Digital Accelerator. cohort 2. If you recall, cohort 1 was launched on the 20th of April, 2022, very nearby at the BOT conference by our very own, the minister for our sector, Honorable Nape Moses Nauye. Since then, we've been going different stages, and this program is designed really to unleash the potential from our young innovators, to support the early stages and get them into the growth stage on technology. I remember when we were unveiling the names of these 12 startups, we were really powered by a very good motto that accelerate your growth. We really meant it. You will see yourself today how that motto has been executed. The numbers don't lie. They will speak loudly. Since we launched in 2019, despite of the challenges we had, the pandemic, etc., we have seen so good and encouraging results, not only from the graduates, but also for the entire ecosystem. However, we still at a very low acceptance rate because we received over 900, if you add the two. The first year we received over 700 applications. We could only accommodate for the two cohorts 28 startups, which makes an acceptance rate of only 4%. With that, we really ask for cooperation and collaboration from other stakeholders, the likes of us or other corporate entities, so that together, as per our motto, we can take this platform into a higher level. The 12 startups that you will witness how they'll be showing their products today, they've gone through very intensive 3 months coaching program, as we've heard from the previous keynote speaker. And you will be able to understand the sector that we thought they have multiple or ripple effect, positive effect into the society. The likes of agriculture, fintech, e-commerce, health, education, and of course, entertainment. Without forgetting that being online, you are also exposing to another challenge, which is cybersecurity. So for the very first time, we did add cybersecurity into our program. I would like to invite other stakeholders and the partners have said for the upcoming sessions. But again, I would like to take this opportunity to convey our heartfelt appreciations to all mentors. You guys, you have done invaluable support in such a way that we feel so happy to have you in this room this morning. Asanteni sana, all mentors. Lastly, I would like to tell all the finalists that you guys, you are winners. Forget about the 3-1 who will go into the next 6 months of validation scope. You are all winners. I'm super proud of what you have done. I had privilege to have 2 hours with you, which ended to be 3 or more than that. I can't remember exactly. But what I can tell, I wish you all the best. I'm pretty sure you are going to showcase something that is not only game-changing solutions, but also an eye-opener to everybody who are here today and those who are following up from online. Having said that, I wish you all the best, and thank you very much on behalf of Vodacom Tanzania, the purpose-led organization. The world of digital is too fast. So having said that, and we understand our guest of honor is really busy, Honorable Dr. Amos Nungu, the DG of COSTECH Tanzania. Please welcome for your speech. Asante.
Hello, good morning. I understand the Honorable is meant for the members of Parliament. So, this is a good day. In-house, you have the Vodacom management in general. Our judges today, stakeholders, including Funguo, UNCDF, WFP, and the others represented here, investors, and our startups and the founders, those online, good morning again. Nawasalimu kwa jina la Jamhuri ya Muungano wa Tanzania. It is a pleasure to be here attending this second Vodacom Digital Accelerator. It is very encouraging that we can see the ecosystem is moving forward, I would say, and moving very steadily, because having occasions even like this one shows that there is a commitment. Today we have Vodacom, Smart Africa group coming together to put up such a program for acceleration of our startups. It is a very big step with impact to our ecosystem. So I commend the initiative and congratulations to Vodacom and the Smart Africa Group. Hongereni sana. But also, looking back, last week there was the EU-Tanzania meeting where we saw funding coming in through NMB and the CRDB, which is supposedly to, yes, support youth, women, but I capitalize on the innovation because that is the topic of today. So looking at that one, that there is enough fund in the system, I tend to believe that a lot of innovations will get funded. So we'll have more startups, more good ideas. Now, when I heard that, only 12 startups were given a chance into this acceleration program, then I'm wondering that, are we coping with the demand? That means starting with the Smart Africa Group and the Vodacom, we need to kind of open up, recruiting more, unless there's a bigger number down there, but they're not good enough. Not sure, because there's a challenge where, we can't take more, or yes, there is more, but they can't meet our demand. I know our criteria. So between the two, let me assume that Vodacom only had 12 slots. That's why I request you to open up, add more. Next time, have 24. Because if NMB and the CRDB, they manage to release the money available, then we'll have more on the ground who want to be accelerated. So that's the call to Vodacom and Smart Africa. But at the same time, I'm looking into other stakeholders now because Vodacom was started. But we think there are other actors, corporates, who can also support the initiative. As I said, I mean, there is more on the ground. We have so much on the ground. Then we need more corporates up there who can come out and provide a similar support. And now this is not a corporate social responsibility, but I think it's a corporate social investment because we are investing in these startups, not only the funding, but the opportunity to be mentored, to get support. I think that is the key. Because we have investors today, some of them are told they're online. They want to invest, but our startups invest already. That's where now we need the corporate social investment from our corporates. And that's why I'm saying, I mean, the Vodacom Digital Accelerator is a way to go to support these startups so that they can be investor ready. They can now tap the investment money and prosper. Of course, I know there's a challenge. Sometimes we confuse between the startups and SMEs. But we are doing our best to make that clarity that yes, we have SMEs and we have good, conducive environments for the SMEs, but now the same should be there for the startups. In that regard, I would reiterate, I mean, the commitment of the government to keep improving the conducive environment so that other stakeholders can work together with the government to support the innovation ecosystem, which is prospering now, but I think there is room for improvement to increase the speed. And with those remarks, let me again say congratulations, first of all, to our startups. By the way, 3 startups will be announced as winners, but all the 12 startups are winners. Hongereni sana. Because today you are not the same as you joined the program. So you are the winners. And based on what you have gained through the 12, I was told, was it 12 weeks? 3 months. What you have gained through the 3 months, it is a kind of an investment in itself to prepare you into the future. So be a shining star to the other many startups who participated with you during the initial stages and they were not able to get through. Go back and be their mentors, be their model, and so that, I mean, you can give hope to those who need hope, but at the same time, you be a model. Kwamba Vodacom, what we are doing is really, really needed. So when I say they should increase the number, yes, they could see that the few we have impacted, yes, there's a justification to add up more. So again, congratulations to Vodacom, congratulations to Smart Africa Group, and congratulations to our startups and the founders. Asanteni sana na Mungu awabariki. Asante.
Thank you very much. The guest of honor, Dr. Amos Nungu, the Director General of COSTECH. Your concerns have been heard from our end as Smart Lab, but together with Vodacom, we've always been working hand in hand to actually improve our work in supporting and aiding the startup ecosystem. Well, our guest of honor's schedule is a bit tight. We have just designed that we want to have a group photo before we continue with the pitches. So can I ask for the startups to come on stage? But also, after the startups are here, I would ask for the guest of honor, together with the judges, to please come on stage. We have a group photo, then we can continue with the pitches. The startups, please, founders. That's less.
Until the night is over, I wanna hold you.
The guest of honor, please. Judge Nguvu and the judges. Is this wide enough? Thank you. Thank you very much. Now getting into the business now. Thank you very much. So I just want to give a bit of directions of how we are going to do our pitches. In order for good content on live stream, there are pre-recorded pitches that will be played here, but the founder will be standing right where I am. After the pitches have played and the judges have listened to it, they are going to directly now speak to the founder. The founder is going to give an elevator pitch, and then the judges will start asking questions. But then it's timed. Everything is timed under 5 minutes. Each judge has 1 minute to ask a question and get an answer. Are we okay? But then, let me introduce to you the judges, one after the other. So, we have Judge Nguvu Kamando, the Director of Digital Services, and Vas from Vodacom PLC. We have Judge Ivana, Country Lead Tanzania, UNCDF. Then we have Judge Edwin Bruno, the CEO and CVO of Smart Africa Group. And then we have the last judge, Judge Neema Magimba, the co-founder and head of Legal Department, Sharia Kiganjani. I think the judges, are you ready? Okay. So, first up, studio guys, please. First up, who do we have? We have Smart Darasa. Can we have a moment and listen to Smart Darasa and the founder of Smart Darasa come up?
Smart Darasa helps students understand STEM subjects in an easy.
Thank you. Studio.
Smart Darasa helps students understand STEM subjects in an easy and yet fun way. Now, simple story is that I wanted to be an engineer, and now I ended up a business developer in Smart Darasa. Now, this is a story of many young Africans who wanted to pursue their scientific careers. Now, that big gap between theory and practical learning in Africa is caused by the problem that more than 70% of schools in Africa do not have laboratories or have unequipped laboratories. Now, teachers have a hard time teaching STEM in class, then students have a hard time understanding, so they cram. Now, the overall outcome is that only 12% of students choose to be doctors, engineers, architects, and countries lament having fewer doctors, engineers, and the like. Now, Smart Darasa comes to solve all the above problems and more, as it provides an easy understanding for students, accessibility to a student anywhere with a network, and also it provides a convenient way for teachers to teach STEM in class. Now, Smart Darasa platform comprises of our Smart Card Volume 1 and 2, which are kits that we released 2021 and 2022, smartdarasa.com, Smart Darasa application, and our offline software. Now, this is a demo of our main features, our 2D technology helping students to understand various processes they learn in class. Our 3D and 3D interactive technology helps students to see the reality and the anatomy of various things they learn in class, while our augmented reality experience helps students to perform various experiments and activities as if they're in a real environmental setting. As you can see, it's an experiment showing a corrosive effect of hydrochloric acid on paper, as if a student is in a laboratory. Now, provided all what we do, other edtech companies cannot, we have gone far ahead by providing a more immersive learning experience using 3D, 2D, and AR technology. And starting in 2019, we expect to be in more than 10 countries by 2029. Now, from July 2021 up to now, we have created more than 350 2D and 3D assets. We have worked with more than 70 teachers. We have impacted more than 1,000 students with more than 800 app downloads, 300 plus paying users, generating an income of more than $8,914. Our business model for B2B, B2C, and B2G customers includes subscriptions on all levels, providing pre-installed tablets to schools having no computers, calling them smart labs, and also paid advertisement on our free website. For our B2C customers, we have been selling our smart cards kits Kit 1 and 2 up to now, and for our B2G customers, we are looking forward to also license our software to them so that they can use them in their government schools. In 2021, the value of e-learning market in Africa was 2.47 billion and is expected to hit 4.71 billion by 2027. Now, Tanzania alone has more than 12 million students each year with a 3+ million serviceable market. Targeting at least 5% of that, Smart Darasa stands to make on an average of 150 recurring users each year. Now, an opportunity here lies as we can see the huge rise of online learners as an increase of 88% within 1 year, a growing market size of students in Africa, and also the market lifespan of students while using Smart Darasa application. Our go-to-market includes school visitation and marketing to the public using various methods, partnering with book publishers, bringing digital to their physical books, and also partnering with various teacher universities, training teachers to use these next generation tools to teach students in their classes. Our wonderful team comprises of 12 members with a total of 4 managers, with our CEO, who is a full stack developer, experienced in AR and 3D technologies, working with local and international companies. Our CTO, who has a bachelor degree of ICT with management, has an experience of running various organizations. I'm the COO with an experience of starting, building, and also running various organizations since age of 14. And also our CFO has a reputation of working with big companies in Tanzania. Also, at the moment, we are raising more than $260,000 for an exchange of 8.9% of equity so that we can build more content and manage the operation for 24 months, while we expect to hit a revenue of more than $5 million by 2028. And I am Kosiluka, the CEO of Smart Darasa. Thank you for your wonderful time.
Hello again. I'm Kosiluka, the CEO of Smart Darasa, where we're looking forward to make STEM practical learning easy and fun for the African students. At the moment, raising more than $260,000 to cater this education market valued at more than 2.47 billion at the moment. Thank you for listening to our pitch. I welcome questions from the judges.
Thank you. Judges, you have 5 minutes.
Are we doing it in a row or anybody? Thank you very much. I love your product. I wish it had been around when I was studying sciences. Maybe I would have stayed in science. But one question I have for you is, you mentioned all of your competitors, but I don't see YouTube as a competitor. How do you differentiate yourself from YouTube, where you can just go online and get the content and free? What's your value add?
Okay, yes. I didn't mention YouTube as our competitors because I've put people who have packaged the education content in a way that is easy to consume and easy to search and find. So you can see I've put the likes of ElimuTube, I've put the likes of Schuler Direct, I've put the likes of SmartCore. Those are the places where you can go and find really pre-organized content and in a good way that a consumer can consume. But we also use YouTube as a source of research and learning. It's really hard to get the perfect context you're looking for. And also you can get the content, but it is not, it may be not, what can I call it, certified or verified, or it may have some false information in it. But other competitors, their content is checked, is verified, and it is also allowed to be used by the Tanzania Institute of Education. So that is why we have used those as our competitors. Thank you.
To add up on the last question, what's your unique selling point comparing to the competitors?
All right, so Smart Darasa is here into the journey of transformation of the education sector in Africa. So the problem we have is we have a lot of platforms doing education. We have a lot of schools, we have a lot of everything, but each year you see STEM subjects, there's a really huge failure rate. And the problem is with STEM, you don't learn it the same way as English. You have to learn it practically in order for you to understand. And so you have a lot of students learning in a more theoretical way. We have more theoretical delivery way of learning rather than practical way of learning. Now, Smart Darasa provides practical online learning in a more digital way. So if a student learns about today the brain, a student can go into Smart Darasa, dissect it, see the areas of the brain, the top, the bottom, the left, and the right. So a student learns about a circuit in class involving 2 bulbs and a resistor. A student can go in Smart Darasa platform, connect those particular equipment, and if he or she connects it right, the bulb lights up. But he or she connects it wrong, the bulb doesn't light up. So we know Africa, we have less resources. We have, so right now, if I want to go to buy a bulb that I can put in a circuit, I can really navigate Kariako a lot. Now imagine a student at Mwanza, imagine a student at Ruvuma, imagine a student at Iringa. With the lack of access to resources to do practical learning, Smart Darasa stands as a go-to provider of immersive learning using digital technologies. Thank you.
On the unique selling point, so I'm guessing the other competitors doesn't have the 3D.
Yes, interactive learning, that you can interact, that you can tweak with the results, that can show you you're doing right or wrong, following the procedures you're supposed to do in the class books.
Thank you very much. Can I go? Okay. Wow. Such a wonderful presentation. Well done.
Thank you.
Yeah. So I'm told we are running out of time, but you told us 5 minutes for everybody. Okay. So I've got 2 questions. Number 1, what is really your plan for go-to-market? Number 2, I'm happy you have even featured those who are unconnected by offering offline one. How do you update those content for those who are really in deep rural areas? Thank you.
Yes, our go-to-market as a strategy includes partnerships. There's a lot of partnerships in our go-to-market. We partner with schools, we partner with publishers, because we have a variety of technologies. When you talk about augmented reality, we use that specifically to give a student experience as if he or she is in a real laboratory doing that particular experiment. So a student will be able to do that on top of their desk, on the floor, or anywhere, as if they're in the real laboratory. Now, for that, you partner with book publishers. And for other resources, we can partner with teachers. So our go-to-market includes the traditional way of advertising, TV, radios. We can use social media. Also partnering with teachers to deliver this to the students. And also partnering with schools and institutions. So our delivery has 2 ways of delivery. Round 1, we're looking forward to start with teachers to help them teach them in an easy way in class, which is cheap and affordable, because as per curriculum, teachers are supposed to go with practical teaching materials when they're teaching these STEM subjects. But due to time constraints, resources are very hard to find. Teachers have a hard time doing so.
Time. Thank you, Kusi.
Thank you.
You're running out of time. Thank you.
Asante sana.
Coming up next, we have a fintech company. And that is BusyTech. Can I have the founder of BusyTech up here?
My name is Isabella.
Studio wait.
My name is Isabella Fernandez from BusyTech. BusyTech is a software solution company that creates softwares in various institutions. With VDA, we were able to create a software in the agricultural space and with a product called Kilimobando. Kilimobando is a product that operates for smallholder farmers. Think of Alex Mshobozi as one of the smallholder farmers that are registered in our platform. Alex has issues such as low standards of living, access to financial services, access to inputs, low produce of products, and also limited access to markets. This is where Kilimobando comes in, because Kilimobando creates farmers and puts them in a group, does farmer profiling, and gives them an e-wallet ID. With the use of USSD codes, farmers are able to do savings, get financial services such as microloans and credit supply. They're also able to order for inputs, get reliable markets, and other post-harvest solutions. So our business model is around commissions, where we get them from bulk procurement of last mile input delivery. Also product sale commissions and subscription from partners. We also monetize on data. Our market size growth potential is 3.7 farmers in Tanzania. We have been able to register 2.8 million farmers who are yet to be serviceable. Our platform has had 126K farmers who have been reached and received our services. We have been able to get $200,000 as on projects before and a monthly revenue of $4,000. Unlike other competitors, we offer full KYC for farmers, last mile input delivery, digital loans, and also local markets. We are actively looking for $850,000, where 59% would go to farmer acquisition, 23% on infrastructure advancement, and 18% on operational costs. Our team is fully capable in the technology sector, and our CEO is advanced and also wide in the agriculture space. As other partners in the agricultural chain, we are looking to work with Vodacom as an MNO partner, and make an influence to deliver our product in the digital space by using the infrastructure. Also look out on an opportunity on farmer CUGs. Thank you. Hi everyone, I'm Isabella Fernandez. So BusyTech targets to take all smallholder farmers and give them a space in the agriculture value chain. So our target is to link them through a platform by putting them in one value chain. So unlike other competitors, we offer them agency creation models, and USSD feature phones for people in rural areas. So all farmers are able to be linked in one platform and get services. These services are non-financial and financial services, and we deliver them to the farmers in last mile. Thank you.
Yeah. Judges, 5 minutes.
Time, Thank you. Can I go? Isabel, well done, BusyTech and the team. World-class presentation, another one.
Thank you.
You're asking over 820 something from the investors who I believe they are here and they're online.
Yes.
But I didn't see the IRR. I didn't see the return story. How are you going to get that money? How are you going to make money, and by when?
So with research and various experience, we already have a realization of a $4 requirement to actually have each farmer. So to have that, we expect, like, if we get a fund of $850 and we say 59% goes on customer acquisition, so we require like 250 farmers for each of them to pay $4. So if each of them pays $4, we're able to actually have less than 2 seasons to get to the return on investment.
That was a very nice presentation.
Thank you.
My question adds up to what Nguvu asked. You have clearly told us what you're asking for,
okay.
But we have investors online, we have investors present who are watching.
Yes.
How much equity are you guys willing to share in the funding?
We're willing to share 8% equity in funding, yeah.
So 800 from the 850,000,
yes.
You have the equity, you're giving out 80%.
Yes.
And you're asking for 850,000.
Yes.
So your valuation now is that?
We are yet to do a pre-money valuation.
All right, no problem. Question from farmers.
Yes.
We as farmers, we are tired of all you digital coming and doing registration every other time. I didn't see M. Kulima there, but they also came and do another registration. Yeah. We as farmers, we're asking, is there any way you could come into an agreement and aggregate the data that you have? Are you working with M. Kulima, Tigo Kulima, and the rest of other Kulima platforms?
So we partly consider them as competitors, but we're also looking to them as collaborators in the platform. So we are not working with Vodacom as Mkulima, but we are looking forward to actually leveraging with the Songesha product and Mkoba for our agri-lending product.
And one last, and if you could answer it very quick, how did you attain 2.8 farmers registration? You said you registered 2.8 million farmers.
Yes.
And what level, let me finish the question.
Sorry.
And what level of registration is it? Are you registering the name and saying I'm the farmer, or you're including also the farm, what are they farming, and other inputs that goes into the farm?
Okay, so our platform is a platform that considers and collects full KYC for a farmer. So from beginning from their names, where they are, what they farm, their farm size. We also do soil profiling. We're able to actually realize what kind of products they're supposed to be farming for maximum productivity. So every farmer in our platform is able to realize what they are supposed to actually achieve over a period of time.
How did you register 2.8 million
For
farmers?
the previous last quarter, we were able to acquire a project with the government, the subsidy project. So with that project, within the time frame that we had of 3 months, we were able to register 2.8, which is now actively moving to 3 million.
At 850 million, your evaluation, you think if the government program doesn't continue, you can still continue registering, because every other Tanzanian backup job is being a farmer. So at what point do we reach, let's say 10, 15, 20 million farmers?
Since we started, we were able to just register 129,000 farmers. But we have realized over 400% growth potential with just one single project. From active users of one platform, over 700 users actively, we have been able to transact 280 million US dollars volume of transactions, and also created an agro-dealer network of 1,800 plus.
So if I get this correct, I'm sorry, Judge, it's too many questions. So the incentive for the farmer to be registered was tied into subsidy they get on fertilizers.
Yes, that is actually the plus side of where we came in as a platform.
Great.
10 seconds.
I'll let other judges finish. I'll have more questions after.
Karibu.
No further questions, judges? Thank you very much.
Thank you too.
Give it up to Busy Tech. Next up, we have our very own cybersecurity, Hackett Consultancy. I was just told we also have a delegate in the house, the First Secretary of Economic Cooperations, Embassy of the Kingdom of Netherlands in Tanzania, John Mike. Thank you for having you here. It's an honor. Yes.
Hi, everyone. My name is Karim Chata. I'm the CEO and cybersecurity expert at Hackett Consultancy. Hackett Consultancy is a cybersecurity company that operates in Tanzania, where we offer cybersecurity services to individuals and organizations so that we can protect their interests from cyber criminals, and also so that they can operate on the digital economy safely. The problem that we are facing is that Tanzania is heading into the digital economy. And the problem of the digital economy, it comes with its downfalls, and some of them being services being taken down, cyber threats, lack of awareness, and few and skilled cybersecurity experts. But these problems also comes along with some of its effects, and them being financial losses due to companies and individuals trying to recover from cyber attacks, reputational loss, loss of clients, loss of future investors, penalties from regulatories like GDPR, and sues from clients due to the client's personal identifiable information being publicly available. Now, just imagine one day waking up and finding that your website has been hacked and pornographic content has been posted online. Think about that. Here are more effects of the digital economy. Some of the solutions that we came up with is offering cybersecurity audits. This is whereby we look for vulnerabilities in systems so that the cyber criminals cannot take advantage of them. Taking into perspective, we all know that Vodacom has a lot of digital products, one of them being M-Pesa. Now, just imagine M-Pesa being hacked right now and the service being taken down. This is going to cause a lot of problems and financial loss to Vodacom. Take that into consideration. Another service is cybersecurity trainings, whereby we offer different types of trainings based on your users that we have. Now, putting that into perspective, we know that Vodacom has a lot of clientele base. Now, just imagine the value that Vodacom is going to add by offering cybersecurity awareness by partnering up with Hackett Consultancy to achieve this goal. It's the added advantage and value that they're going to have to their clients is going to be very big. Secondly, we offer cybersecurity solutions like consultations, where we all know that there are few cybersecurity experts in the country. And then finally, there is digital forensics, where we do the investigation to find where the hack has happened and why. Our target market is financial institutions, telecoms, government institutions, NGOs, and other institutions. Our marketing strategies include content making, where we produce our own content, networking and industry events, social media marketing, referral marketing, public relations, and also email marketing. Other players in the industry include PwC, KPMG, EY, and Deloitte. We don't consider them as our competitors because cybersecurity is a very rich industry and there's a lot of untapped areas. Our value proposition here is that by using our services, you're going to be ISO 27001 adherent, you're going to get cybersecurity audits, you're going to get cybersecurity trainings and cybersecurity solutions. All these are going to save you the pain of thinking every day, am I secure or not? What we're asking for currently is the help in marketing, where we can increase our visibility, and also technology, where we're going to use the funds that we get in investments of tools and buying laptops for our consultants. We are looking for around 25 million in grants, which are going to be used in the things that we just asked for, or someone can decide to support us on our asks. Our team includes me, who is the CEO, COO, who is Husam Chata, corporate advisor on the business perspective, who is Haji Rashid, and Munir Mjiru, who is the corporate advisor on the technical perspective. Our future plans include collaborating with government agencies like TCRA and the police in providing awareness and to protect the country at large, collaborating with other companies, offering cybersecurity services and cybersecurity products, expand into international markets, have our own headquarters which has different facilities like cybersecurity research centers, and also help reduce unemployment in the country at large. Our closing remarks will be that Tanzania is currently not into the digital economy yet, but we're slowly building into it. Now, once we are fully into the digital economy, the demand of cybersecurity experts, cybersecurity products, cybersecurity services is going to skyrocket. So that makes it the right time to invest at Hackett Consultancy. Another advantage is that we are not limited by borders. So guys, what are you waiting for? Invest on Hackett Consultancy so that we can create a cyber secure society. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Karim Chata. I'm the CEO and cybersecurity expert at Hackett Consultancy. As you all know that Tanzania, we're heading into the digital economy. And as mentioned in my presentation, that being in the digital economy comes along with its down effects, one of them being cyber attacks, cyber threats, and many other more. So that's why we at Hackett Consultancy, we are here to secure what matters the most to you. Thank you.
Thank you. Judges?
Yeah, thank you, Hack Consultancy. So I have like a quick 3 questions, which of course you can combine it as one. I've not seen in terms of if you have like a specific technology, which you are actually like your unique proposition compared to others. So if you can explain that. And the second thing is what's the business model which you are using? Of course, we understand security is much as important, just like the way it is in insurance. But the last thing is I've seen you are requesting for 25 million TZS grant. So do you have a door to allow investors to coming in? And if so, what is the request in terms of what exchange?
Okay, let me start with the last question. So yes, we asked for 25 million, where we're going to use it, as I said, in technology and marketing, so as to increase the visibility. Yes, there's room for investors to come in, but in form of partnership, because that's what we are looking for in order to accelerate our growth. For example, we all know that in Nigeria, there's a company called Now, which had partnered up with MasterCard in order to provide cybersecurity services to SMEs. So we could do something like that with different investors and then see how we can both benefit in terms of the profit and share in that perspective. Your question, the second question was, you didn't see our own products and what separates us from our competitors. Well, for us, we do develop our own products. So currently, for example, we created rather a cybersecurity tool, which does, there's a technology called WordPress. It does WordPress audits and determines if there's different security vulnerabilities on your system. So that's something that we've created and we are working on. What's unique about us is that, number one, we offer customizable solutions depending on what the clients want. For example, currently we are doing a campaign, awareness campaign on the internet, especially through our YouTube channel called Consultancy, and through that, those awareness programs that we are offering could be customized, even, for example, let's say to Vodacom and their digital products. It's also possible to do that and also provide value from Vodacom to their clients. Sorry, I forgot the other question. Could you?
Your business model.
Okay. So right now, what we are doing as an organization, because we know there are big players, the other consultation companies, for example, the Big Four, etc., who have already tapped into the market and have been in the market for a pretty long time. So what we as have strategized is in form of going to where the places where have not been tapped in yet, and then number two, offer services that are not offered at all in Tanzania. So for example, we currently have a service called Hosted Competency for Cybersecurity Experts, where we try to help organizations in recruiting of cybersecurity experts on their team. So that also is another strategy to just offer services that are not offered here in Tanzania, which can also add value in different organizations. Yeah.
I have a question. So if you win, right, there's a potential partnership with Vodacom.
Yeah.
Are your services also applicable for smartphones?
Yes.
Would you be able to download is it an app, or how do you actually, what kind of service do you provide for individuals?
So for individuals, mostly is awareness and best practices. So awareness, we all know that some of the people don't know even how to enable, let's say, for example, two-factor authentication on their Instagram account or Gmails, and they get hacked. We also offer awareness in the perspective of showing the clients different perspective of how cyber criminals think, so that they can be aware and take precaution measures. So that's where we come in.
But not solutions.
Not solutions yet. That's a future plan, because due to constraints of budget, we are not there yet.
There was a mention of ISO standard, but it went very fast. Which ISO standard was it?
27001. So it's more of being adherent rather than compliant, because the ISO 27001 requires a lot of organizations to do penetration testing and vulnerability assessment to look for weaknesses on their systems. So since we are not ISO certified, you become adherent rather than compliant.
Sure. So you help organization to get certified. And the ISO is of what year? The one that you're using as a prerequisite to get organizations certified?
It's not on my head currently, off head.
Yeah.
But it could be.
So we have ISO 27000 update 2022.
Yes.
And Tanzania also just passed the Tanzania
data protection. Yeah.
Time.
Do you see any? I will ask when we have some time. But well done. We're looking forward to a company like you as helping other startups. Thanks.
That's fine.
Thank you. Thank you, Karim.
Thank you.
Next up, we have an e-commerce platform, Speedy Africa. Can I have the founders on stage? You can have the mic. Studio.
To see it thrive and grow. Unfortunately, 80% of businesses in Africa die within the first 5 years. There are two main reasons for this: limited audience and poor logistics. But now we have them sorted. With our platform, we will be able to generate sales for our customers and also carry out logistics to their end consumer much more efficiently. Our journey started in 2019 when we identified a gap in the e-commerce and logistics market. By the end of 2021, we were partnered with Dar es Salaam's largest restaurants, retailers, and home-based businesses. By the end of 2022, we had finally done developing our Speedy platform. Our target markets are traditional stores or businesses that are looking to own a digital store and generate online sales. And our secondary target is the individual who has internet access and the ability to place an order through a call. Our revenue model in the B2C area is a distance-based delivery fee to the end consumer. And to the B2B, we're getting a percentage-based commission from 5% to 20% from the sales generated by Speedy. We also have a B2B2C revenue model where we earn a percentage-based commission from 5% to 20% from the generated sales, also by adding margins to the dealer price that we get from a wholesaler and us becoming the suppliers. For the past 2 years, we were able to grow from 10 merchants to 25 merchants and are able to grow our team from 10 delivery men to about 20 delivery men. We now do at least 100 deliveries a day and earn from 3 million a month to 10 million a month. Our projections to 2025 is that we want to enter into at least 2 East African markets, get about 800 partner merchants, and grow the delivery numbers to 3,400 deliveries a day and getting a revenue of 340 million shillings a month. 1.2 billion is the total addressable market of Africa, with 32 million being Tanzania. We're looking for strong partners and mentorship who will be able to guide us through this process and this journey. We want to leverage Vodacom's M-Pesa network to form a cashless ecosystem in our platform and to enable every M-Pesa agent to sell their products in Speedy Africa. We're asking for $197,500 for 20 months. Operations cost, marketing, finance, dispatch, and the first investment on growth. With our extensive product knowledge, we're able to rapidly grow throughout Tanzania as quickly as possible. Meet our team who has a vast experience in the e-commerce sector for the past 8 years throughout Tanzania. My name is Zain Khan from Speedy Africa.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Wasim, founder of Speedy Africa, and Speedy is a groundbreaking e-commerce platform, and our mission is to remove the limitations that vendors currently have in the market, by allowing them to sell digitally to a wider audience and to remove the dependency that most of them have by having customers to go to them.
With our unique advantage of being accessible without having the app and the website, our services are easily accessible to the customers offline.
We strongly believe that Speedy Africa has enormous potential for growth, and we invite partners to be part of this new innovative platform that has the potential to make a real impact in the online retail industry. Thank you.
Judges?
You want me to go? Okay. I have a question on your expansion. What I notice is that as you expand, you're going to need more and more delivery people. So I'm wondering, is that make sense for you? Have you done that analysis of running all of these delivery people, or is it might be better to look at partnerships with others who specialize in that?
So we have been operating for the past 2 years, and we have done this on the ground. So we have run operations when we started from 0 delivery men all the way up to a team of managing 20 delivery personnel. So we understand what sort of scale is required, what is the capacity of each delivery person on a daily basis, how many numbers they can do. So based on that, we have the figures that we have come up with. Same applies to our revenues. We have tied them onto merchant averages. So we understand how many merchants we have had to get us to a specific number of revenue. and how many merchants we would need, to grow our revenue. So that is our key aspect. All of this is data driven.
Could you elaborate a bit more on converting M-Pesa agents becoming your merchants?
Yeah. Okay. So this is what we envision. So I'm here today in Hayat, and there is an M-Pesa agent all the way in Ubungo, which is selling a product which I can't access, in town. And I find that agent wouldn't have this audience. I would have to go to them to buy that product. Now his products are available on our platform, so I just go to it. I can make an online purchase, and it is brought to me at my doorstep. So that is the accessibility, and the product. They will be able to showcase their products on our platform.
Okay, so most of agents, they're just doing cycle, cash in, cash out, but you're talking about agents that are also selling other products.
When we say agents, we mean the pay bill operators. All those agents who are on a pay bill basis, who are getting paid by M-Pesa on a pay bill, those are what we consider as agents.
Sure. And the competitors, you're talking about B2B2C, 0 to 20%, but your competitors are doing up to 15%. How do you plan to counter that?
Yeah. So what we are currently doing, our partnerships are quite unique, whereby all of our competitors are dependent on a person downloading their mobile app to be
so you
able
work
to.
what, PWA?
So we have multiple channels that we have set up. So you are not dependent. You don't only need to download an app. You can use various methods, from a simple text to a WhatsApp message to a call, to avail the same services that you would get. So we don't want to force any user to be forced to download an app to get our services. That is our main USP.
So you have a lot of growth projection, and in such a minimal amount of time. You're talking about 2025, and I'm just seeing 2 of you in your team. Do you have any intentions of expanding the team, but also what makes the 2 of you unique to actually deliver on all that you've projected up until 2025?
Okay, so when it comes to the team, over the past 2 years, we have grown the team to facilitate over 3,000 deliveries a month. Is catered to a team of 6 individuals and 20 delivery personnel. So we have an internal operations team already in place, and we have been trying to perfect that before we launch. So the way we started is, many companies start an online platform and then start building their team. What we did is, we built the team first. We set up the infrastructure for accommodating all these deliveries that come in. We did a pilot for the past 2 years to understand what capacity we need to grow the team. So at this stage, what we need to do is, the more merchants we onboard, is just a matter of onboarding new delivery personnel. So we have numbers tied to that. And it's quite straightforward when it comes to, we can either partner with existing courier companies, which we are in talks with. We are not dependent fully on employing our own personnel. We can even enable Boda Boda personnel. We have been doing this. We train Boda Boda personnel to become delivery men, and then it gives them an additional opportunity to earn additional revenue as well.
20 seconds.
Oh, thank you very much. Another world-class presentation. Well done, team. Now, in case I order something from you and it gets lost somewhere, who pays for that? I didn't see on your model if insurance was part of it.
Okay, so there are 2 things. We are looking, so at this stage, why we are looking at partnerships is, like with Vodacom, we already have Voda Bima. So we could look at micro insurances, whereby each product is insured while it is in transit. But overall, if needed, we can also have what is called the group insurance, with the overall cover, which will cover any delivery that is in transit. So that is on our side. We take care of the insurance part of it.
Time. Thank you very much, Speedy Africa. Thank you. Yes, just an update. We have our special guest that has already arrived. It's an honor to have you, the Managing Director of Vodacom Tanzania. You can say hi to the audience. They're actually waiting to see. Thank you very much. Next up, we have another e-commerce. That's Get Value. Can I have the founder on stage?
Today, I want to show you how you can become a billionaire investing in Get Value. My name is Gaston Gailo, the founder of Get Value. Get Value is a global online digital information product retailer, a marketplace for digital products. At Get Value, we are set to eliminate poverty and unemployment forever. But the problem is that the rapid growth of internet has created an explosion of digital content, which makes it difficult for more than 4 billion people who want to use online content, making it even more difficult for more than 70 million entrepreneurs who want to sell digital content online to their targeted customers. With our system, we are using different kinds of technologies like the power of Internet of Things, artificial intelligence, web systems, web apps, mobile apps, cloud computing, and cybersecurity to link up content creators and content consumers. With our affiliate marketing program, we are more like to give unlimited number of employment and business opportunities to more young men and women all over the world, all the way from the illiterate to the high-level professional graduates, giving them opportunities to be able to participate in the economy by selling digital products online. Unlike our competitors, we are promising our users to give them a global market reach, a free online store, a bank cards, and all mobile payments, instant product delivery direct to their devices, smartphones, laptops, tabs, and digital assistant. Our business process is very simple. Our vendors bring high-quality products to their platform, our affiliate marketers sell those products, and our customers buy those products. Our business model is also simple because we do not charge our vendors when they register. We only charge our vendors per each transaction that has been through selling their product. For example, if a vendor's product is priced at $100, a vendor is more likely to keep a 70% of that transaction. And affiliate marketer is more likely to keep a 20% of that transaction, leaving 10% to Get Value. And this only happens when a product is sold by our affiliate marketer. If a product is sold directly, we are getting 30% of that transaction. At Get Value, we make sure that everyone makes money. This is the reason why we have been able to acquire more than 1,700 customers and also 700 vendors who brings more than 750 products. Until now, we have reached the sales of 3,500 USD. With your investment, we are more likely to hit a 1,200,000 revenue by 2024. We are a team of 9 experts, me, Gaston Gailo, the founder, our CTO, Jerry Samuel, and other members are determined to make sure that we grow this company to that milestone. Our ask is that we seek for seed funding of 300,000 for 18 months. The use of this fund will be dedicated to 50% in branding and marketing, 45% to operation costs, and 5% to trademark, because this company is set up to go global. So we are setting a part of the fund to make sure that we do multi-international trademarks. We are also looking to partner with Vodacom. Actually, we already partnering with Vodacom on area of cash collection. We are also looking to partner with Vodacom on the area of disbursement of cash to our vendors. We are also looking forward to partner with 3 VDA startups, Vijana Tech, Lango Academy, and the Hackett Consultants. We believe that partnering with these partners, we are more likely to make business as easy as it can. Hi everyone, I'm Gaston Ngailo, the founder and CEO of Get Value. We are a multi-integrated online shopping cart system connecting content creators and content consumers. We are already global, but our next milestone is to digitize all traditional bookstores first. That is our next milestone. With that funding, we'll be able to do that. Thank you. I welcome for questions.
Judges.
Thank you very much for a very nice presentation. I want you to elaborate more on the 5% that's going to trademarks. What do you intend on doing around trademarks?
Oh, we want to trademark Get Value.
Register your trademark.
Yes, to do a multi-international trademark for Get Value.
Okay, additional. You're dealing with content creators, you're connecting content creators and content consumers.
Exactly.
Have you explored anything around copyrights?
Yes.
Have you explored anything around copyrights?
Copyright in terms of the platform,
the content that's being
the
shared
content that
within
has been shared. Yes, we are using artificial intelligence to scan and go through all digital products that is submitted to our platform. So we make sure there is no copying of other people's products. No, we do not do that.
Congratulations on your great pitch, and good to see that you have already have partners across other startups within VDA. So my quick question will be, in terms of your business model, what is the unique part of the business model which will help you to scale? As you say, you are targeting also the global market, not just in Tanzania.
Yeah.
So how are you going to compete around that? And what will be the roadmap from Tanzania across other countries?
Okay, so starting with what we are best at, we are a multi-integrated online shopping cart system. We have integrated around 15 payment methods across Africa and globe as well. We already operating global, but we started locally. We have customers from Uganda, Kenya, Rwanda, and if Vodacom will help us with reliable mobile payment from Congo, we'll be doing a lot of good business from there. So we are already global. We are already doing that business from that perspective. On the part of roadmap, yeah, on the part of roadmap, with this funding, our first milestone will be to digitize all digital products, all traditional bookshops in Tanzania. We have relationship with our vendors. That is the best part that will help us going through. And with that funding, we will do that.
So very simple, if you could help me understand this, the biggest pain for African content creators online is payments.
Exactly.
How they receive payments. So just take Tanzania, for example. What is your path? What is your plan to make sure that they're able to actually get the funds at hand with the content they've been producing?
Yes, we have the best, we really look into that. We have instant withdraw feature. So if any sales is happening within the platform, the vendors get their money instantly. They can just go in.
So how? The question is how? How do they get?
Oh.
Not at what time do they get?
Oh, when they register, they put their number, their mobile number, and their bank accounts. So when the sales is done and they are seeing the sales on their account, they just go to withdraw form. They like the amount they want to withdraw and they click send request, then they have their money. So we have partners with Celcom, Vodacom, and we are looking also to partner with banks across Tanzania to make sure that their vendors get money instantly as it is now.
One minute.
Well done, Gajiro. From the competition landscape,
Yes.
I didn't really get it clear. if you know exactly who is your local and the international competitor.
Okay, so I would like to speak on local perspective. We have 4 competitors. We have Latent Bookstore. We have Referee, the new launched from SmartCode. We also have Elite Bookstore. So those are our traditional competitors. But when we were designing this platform, we didn't look at Tanzanian market as competitors. The platform is built to make sure that each and every stakeholder in publishing industry in Tanzania get involved, which is why we have 3 target market: the consumers, the affiliate marketers, and the vendors, the authors. So we are not looking at those other players as competitors. We are looking at those other players as part and parcel of Get Value.
Any questions, judges? Still have 10 seconds. Thank you. Thank you, Get Value. Up next, we have BusyPay, a fintech company.
Hi, my name is Emmanuel Kimaro. I'm the founder and CEO of BusyPay. According to the research which was conducted by the World Trade Organization, WTO, in 2017, showed that half of small businesses in Africa were closed after only 2 years of operations. And the reason is that they lacked the financial data and inability for them to access capital. The biggest hindrance to the growth of SMEs in Tanzania is accessing financing. In Tanzania, MSMEs contribute to 27% of the GDP, employing more than 5.2 million people. However, majority of these MSMEs experience limited access to financial and effective use of financial products and services as the major barriers to growth. As we all know that our traditional lending ecosystem in our country requires a lot of paperwork and credit history for these SMEs to get financial assistance from these micro lenders. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to introduce to you what we call BusyPay. So BusyPay is an engineer to help SMEs gain access to financial opportunities by providing financial insights and connecting them to micro lenders. We do this through our alternative credit scoring infrastructure that makes it easy for lenders to vet SME borrowers and make quicker and more effective lending decisions. We have different features within our platform that enable these SMEs to connect, to interact, and to manage their financial health. The global digital lending platform market size was valued at 5.58 billion in 2019 and is projected to reach 20 billion by 2017, growing at a compound annual growth rate of 16.7% from 2020 to 2017. Ladies and gentlemen, how do we make money? Our revenue model is basically B2B SaaS, whereby we're charging these microlenders and microfinance when they're accessing our credit scoring infrastructures. Our pricing ranges from $32 to $250. Again, we're also making money through the interest that we collect from our partners. Our long-term sustainability is to sell BusyPay POS machine to ease payment processing for these MSMEs. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a team which is competent enough to transform the African market with over 10 years experience in the fintech industries. There is one interesting fact that I would like to share with you. That is, for every $1 lent to small business through our funding partners, sales increased by an average of $2.3, which created $3.79 in gross economic output in their local communities. Ladies and gentlemen, we are having partners. We have been partnering up with different microfinances, such as Mwanga Kika Bank, Stanbic Bank, Chitco Bank, and we have also been partnering up with TCCI, TWC, AWS, and Infobip. We have been awarded and recognized by UNCDF through their Accelerator program, as well as being the first fintech startup of the year, which was conducted by the ICT Commission in 2022. Thank you.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Mario Kimaro. I'm the founder and CEO of BusyPay. Every small business deserves a chance to grow, and we are here to help them have a power the financial data and make useful of them by connecting them with micro lenders and providing them with a pool of vetted suppliers within the country and out of the country, whereby these small business owners now they'll be able to request the goods from the vetted suppliers through buy now pay later model within the platform that makes them easy and accessible to you have everything that they need to bootstrap their business. Thank you.
Thank you. 5 minutes.
Hi.
Hi.
Good to see you.
Thank you.
And I wanted to see a couple of questions. One, microlenders. Microlenders are financial institutions or they're individuals, private individuals?
Well, microlender, there's some of their companies actually they are providing financial assistance to these SMEs. So they actually provide some sort of loans to individuals and to the businesses. But again, on the other part where we also focus on microfinance like banks and all that. So these microlenders are few, I mean, they've got a BOT license to provide loans to the SMEs and to the individuals.
So the companies could actually be companies that are financing down their own supply chains. Is that the idea?
Definitely.
Okay. And then are you integrated with any of the financial institutions?
Sorry, come again?
Are you integrated with any of the financial institutions? Are you channeling the funds or it's just information that's going to the FSPs?
Well, thank you. At our platform, first of all, we empower these small business owners with the tools which enable them to keep record of their transactions. Because one of the challenges that they were facing and they were rejected by this traditional lending system like microfinance is because they lacked financial data. So what we actually do is that we provide them the tools which keep daily records of their daily transactions. And thereafter, when they are looking for the working capital to bootstrap their business, there is where BizPay comes in. So we collect their financial data. So when the time comes for them to look for funds, and thereafter we push them through our partners who are banks and other micro lenders to facilitate with the working capital. And it's not only about working capital, we have also enabled agriculture sectors, especially on machinery. So we have introduced a buy now pay later model within the platform, whereby these farmers, they can buy machineries and they can pay in installments through our partners. So we empower them with financial data that they lacked before, and thereafter we provide as assistance to these microlenders and microfinance who lack the alternative credit scoring for these SMEs.
So it's information basically that you're selling to the microlenders?
Definitely.
Okay.
Yeah.
I have another question before. Just in terms of how do you market yourself? How do you find your clients? Through the microlenders, or what are your sales channels?
Well, thank you. So we have partnered up with Tanzania Women Chamber of Commerce, where they're having a pool number of SMEs, TCC as well. So what we actually do is that we do marketing, of course, and they have their members. Because one of the challenges, as I previously said, that they lack the tools which keep records of their daily data. And when they go to the banks, banks, they rely on financial credit history for these SMEs to be given funds, you see. So when we onboard the clients through the TCCI, these chambers of commerce, and again through our partners, and again through marketing and advertisement. Like when you go to these areas like Kariako, Sinza, where there's a lot of small business owners who are running their daily business. So
1 minute.
So answer me quick because we're going to need a minute
Sure.
back. How are you attaining the data that you're calling? How are you getting the data?
Well, we provide them with the tools which keep records of their daily transactions. And when they...
So by daily transaction means they record how much they've sold for that day?
Definitely.
Okay. I missed the competitive analysis, but you also agree with us that the ones that are doing payments, for example, M-Pesa, they're already scoring the merchants at all levels based on the transaction data, based on what they're selling for that particular second. Have you looked at that competitive space, and what is your approach either to collaborate or compete with them?
Thank you. We are looking to partner with them because within our platform we've introduced a payment link which we actually want to share to partner with Vodacom. When this SME they're requesting fund from their suppliers, let's say, or for the customer, they can just send a payment link to them. It's either goes through a chatbot, WhatsApp, email, or normal text for them to receive payment there. So for the Vodacom is the way we heading to partner up with them when it comes to that. Thank you.
If other judges don't have a question, I would add up the last one. Are you fetching or submitting any data to CRBs, to credit reference data bank or credit reference bureaus? Are you integrating or working with them by any chance?
Yes, sure. We actually partnering with them.
Maybe one more question. Are you looking to raise, because I think on your presentation, we have not seen in terms of if you are raising X, at what percent, because we have investors also joining online, they would like to be interested in that.
Thank you very much. We are actually looking for 500K USD with 13% equity at the valuation of 3.5 million USD.
Thank you. Time.
Thank you.
That was BusyPay. Next up is a real estate e-commerce platform, that is Seto.
Hi, have you ever searched for a property to rent, a house for your family, or a single room for your business? Well, you're not alone. Over 50% of Tanzanians are doing this on daily basis. Have you ever traveled to a new city and you tried to look for hotel, lodge, or guest house? Well, you're not alone too. Over 1,000 people are moving from one city to the other without knowing where they're going to sleep night. The solution is here. My name is Frank Mwandi, DevOps engineer and co-founder of Seto. With latest technology, we have come up with a solution where we have created a digital platform to address all these pain points that I've mentioned. I'm introducing to you Seto, an evolutionary app that connects tenants and landlords in simple and yet effective way to make sure that you get a perfect match. In addition to this, we have created a way for you to make a booking for your short stays, whether it's lodge, hotel, or an apartment. And you can even make payment using your mobile money. Why Seto and why now? Well, we all know the cost of living is going high every day. Shelter is not a luxury thing, it's a necessity. And therefore, simplifying the way to access this is not an option, but a compulsory thing. In Tanzania, there's a deficit of over 3 million house units. And every year, there's about 200,000 searches for house units. And yet, using traditional ways to get all these services adds an additional charges, as much as 8 to 9% of annual housing expenses. That's why we have come up with a solution to address the pain point and lower the costs of living. We are dealing with the market being estimated at $400 billion with serviceable market available equivalent to $20 million. And we are targeting at least 10% of this SAM in the next 4 years. Our journey, we created an MVP in 2020, and in 2021, we were able to find product market fit, and in 2022, we were able to successfully conduct a soft launch and commercialization of the product. So far, we have attained a 40% growth on active user on a monthly basis for the past 6 months. All this without incurring any marketing expenses, completely organic reach. Our business model, we are charging 10% commission for every reservation done on Seto, and of course, a fixed fee for tour requests for all long stays that are being searched through Seto. Well, we're not alone. There is competitors, both direct and indirect, including, among others, Booking.com, Airbnb, and real estate agents. However, despite of this competition, throughout the journey, we have come up with the competitive advantages of Seto compared to other platforms. There is auto search, there is ability to schedule your search, there is verification of all parties involved, there is offline support, and there is in-app communication. And of course, the last one is request model that is simplify the whole process of finding a house or making a booking. A go-to-market strategy includes both online and offline strategies. Among others is referral marketing, social media marketing, and collaboration and partnership. We have a diverse team with enough experience to give every deliverables that we wish to bring to the market. And as a proof to this, we have created an open source platform, actually a state management tool for developers that is being used by over 200 developers and businesses across the globe. As we speak, the product has been having over 100 GitHub stars, and it is being used by over 60,000 times. With such capability, as a team leader and the CEO of the company, we are able to deliver on time all our promises. What we are looking for? We are looking for partners who are motivated in making difference in people's lives. These collaborators will help us to reach more people and make a remarkable impact in the life of Tanzanians and beyond. Thank you for listening to me.
Thank you. As I have mentioned, my name is Frank Mwandi, CEO of Seto. We are building a platform that aims at lowering house rental costs and also making it easy for someone to book and manage short stays. As we all know that the cost of living is going higher, yet technologies, we are getting all the technologies, but still there is something more that can be done to make the life of people better and lower the cost of living. That's what we are doing with Seto. Thank you.
Thank you, Frank. Judges, you have 5 minutes.
How do you identify the homes that you're proposing you're marketing? Do you just look online and choose the ones that already exist, or how do you identify the original ones or the new ones that are not online or on the market? Does that make sense?
Well, for the marketing?
No, it's actually, what I understood is that you advertise and you identify short-term stays from private housing, private owners, right?
Yeah.
So how do you identify those private owners? Do they come to you? How do they know to come to you? Or do you just find them from Airbnb and then re-advertise those, or?
Well, we have different strategies to reach our customers. And for all these past 6 months, we have been heavily depending on social medias and, of course, attending innovation events because we didn't have that muscles to pay for marketers. So we have been, after the market fit, we have really been trying to use the word of mouth, more of online, social media posting.
So clients and suppliers?
Yeah.
Suppliers as well.
Suppliers as well, but also for suppliers, we have gone beyond trying to find partnership with organizations that unite those service providers or house owners, agents. Yeah.
So with agents, okay.
Yeah.
Congratulations on your pitch. So my quick question will be, since that the market is very competitive, especially your competitors, they're investing much into marketing and branding. So if your USP is low costing, especially of course for Tanzania and Africa will want that, what make your landlords accept the low costing value compared to others, and what kind of guarantee do you put in terms of safety? Because these are private homes and the person can just come and stay for a short time. Okay. So the safety the low cost, and why Seto is, I mean, cheaper.
Okay, well, what Seto does is offering a way to digitize almost the whole process of real estate. We are empowering individuals to use their mobile phone to be able to make business. If you are a house owner, you have independence to list your property, and you are capable of receiving requests, and you are capable of analyzing those requests, and you can agree or disagree. You can accept or cancel the request based on your own decision. So it's like you send a request, and once you receive a request, you are allowed to accept or deny. Once you accept, it means you have viewed the profile of someone who is a tenant, and therefore you have such ability to whether to accept or not. And also to agents, if you list a property, there is a way you show that this is not a landlord, it's an agent. It's an agent who have listed this, and the cost will be this one. So it offers a new way for landlords, for agents, and for tenants all to utilize the digital technologies to lower the costs, the house rental costs.
Okay, mine is too short. You can jump in, John. Frank, well done. Now, I think it's a follow-up question from Vijana. How do you manage the quality for the onboarding of the properties? How do you ensure that there is no disappointment when it comes to onboarding the right quality of the property as opposed to what you see from the pictures?
Well, that's a good question. And we have created a way that every content before being showed up in the platform is being modulated. Someone who is listing a house, whether it's a landlord or an agent, will send a request, a publish request. Once the publish request is being reviewed, that's when it can be verified, led to be shown to the end users. So
time.
Yeah.
Thank you, Frank. Two more startups. Next up is Transau, a carpooling platform.
Of Transau. My name is Amo Mushumbusi, founder of Transau, the startup that is building Africa's leading carpooling platform. So what really is this Transau? A carpooling platform connecting passengers with car owners driving the same way so that they can share travel costs. What is important to know is that it is already a very common practice in many African countries for passengers to pay informal travel middlemen so that they can wave down private cars for them. This is how far we have come, having released an MVP in the third quarter of last year. 6 months down the line, we already have over 17,000 registered users, nearly 2,000 ride bookings. The goal is to be established in at least 40 African countries within the next 5 years. So what problem are we actually trying to solve here? The main form of long distance travel in Tanzania is the bus, yet long distance buses live exclusively in the morning. Bus companies have established a monopoly in the market, which means they don't really care anymore about their customers. Not to forget that they don't stop everywhere, but only in established towns. Those with the private cars can of course choose to drive them, but then it's expensive to always drive your own car, especially for long distance. And when you drive alone for many hours on end, you could get sleepy and even cause accidents. The very daring car owners opt to use so-called travel middlemen, madalali. But if you do that, you have to be ready and willing to deal with a bunch of highly cunning individuals that are nightmares for car owner and passengers alike. Not to forget that there are zero safety checks provided by these middlemen, and they are highly unreliable. The car owner is not assured of getting passengers and the passenger is not assured of getting a car. Transau offers a very simple solution. As a car owner, all that you have to do is indicate where you're driving from, where you're driving to, along with optional ride parameters, post your ride, sit back, and wait for the ride bookings to come in. On the passenger side, all that you have to do is find a matching ride, get to view details about the ride, about the car owner, and about the car you will be traveling in. If you're happy with what you see, place your booking, and just like that, these two sides are happily connected for a ride through the Transau application. Concretely, this is our value proposition. Both sides get to save money. Transau offers numerous safety features for its users. We enable round-the-clock transport because rides can be posted at any time. People are able to conveniently and reliably make their travel arrangements. Carpooling provides a fantastic networking opportunity, and in our own small way, we contribute to the reduction of CO2 by reducing the number of cars traveling with vacant seats. How large a market are we actually talking about here? The global carpooling market is valued at over $7 billion. In Africa, that market is over $500 million. Transau aims to capture a $300 million African market. And what is interesting is that as we speak, there is not a single carpooling platform operating across the whole continent at the scale of BlaBlaCar that is currently operational in 22 countries of Europe. That is how our competition landscape looks like. Transau distinguishes itself through a great emphasis on safety features and by offering a highly localized product in terms of the language used and the nature of the workflows within the application. Our business model is a very simple 10% commission structure. Here is an example of a rider paying $10, $9 going to the car owner, and $1 remaining on the Transau platform. If we can do that 48 million times a year, we are talking of a revenue of $48 million per year. This 48 million is not arbitrary, it's elaborated further in our financial plan. We are currently raising a seed round of $500,000 to be used predominantly for marketing activities, and this will provide us a runway of 18 months. That is the legendary team that is currently working on Transau, creme de la creme in our respective fields, yet still humble and hungry to learn. Our next hire is probably going to be a finance person. All in all, we can hardly think of a better team to deliver this solution. As you can see, local and international press love Transau. We hope you will too. With that, thank you very much for your time and attention.
Hello, good people. I'm the guy you've just watched. I'm Musumbusi, software engineer and founder of Transau, the startup that is building Africa's leading carpooling platform. I would like you to view our current platform as a gateway for further exciting services that we intend to incorporate moving forward. I'm happy to take all and any questions you might have.
Judges, your time begins now.
Thanks. Carpooling model, as you say, traditionally has been happening, but safety and security has been a biggest part to who you onboard or which ride you request. And the social network of the Dalalis, they were the key part. How do you intend using the platform to counter that?
Okay, so I assume it's a question of safety and security, how we ensure that. If for a moment you forget everything else that actually got us to start Transau, then it's precisely to solve that issue. Because in the current system, there is no checks whatsoever. Transau has features like location tracking so that we have an idea of where these people are. And before anybody can post a ride on Transau or book a ride on Transau, they have to sign up. When you sign up, we verify some of the information that you provide, like your phone number. And as you may know, all phone numbers in use in Tanzania are government registered. So if we need to follow up on an issue, at least we have a starting point. There are even features that are particularly meant for women, like the possibility of ladies-only rides on our platform. You don't have to use them, but you have that possibility. There is an in-app emergency button such that any moment during your ride, if you are facing any issues, you can hit that button. You'll directly be connected to us to help you out in any way. I hope I answered your question.
partly. Moving on to the next one, unless other judges want to take the mic. The international and national media coverage. Do you mind getting to the details how you managed to attain that?
Yes, sure. Our Chief Marketing Officer, Daniel Kijo, is an international journalist with powerful connections with media houses, and some of those interviews we got were through his connections. Other than that, our very first interview that we ever got from Millard Ayo, it was actually him that just reached out to us. He saw our product online somehow and was interested to sit down with us and hear us out. More questions?
Sorry, maybe if I could just understand how it works from the pickup side. So I think if you're organizing a carpool from city center, it's easy. You'll probably have a lot of people who want to go home, right? But then if you're in a smaller town or village and you're looking for carpool, how does that work exactly?
Okay.
And especially if you're not leaving at 8 a.m. or maybe an off-peak hour like 11, is that still possible to use
Yes.
your services?
So the way it works is that when a car owner is posting a ride, they have the possibility to even indicate what stops along the way they are willing to make. And if it so happens that they have indicated your little town as an intermediate stop, then well and good. Ultimately, we cannot force people to stop where they don't want to stop. And I mean, in the end, these private car owners also, some of them live in these small towns, so they could be driving to those small places.
Yeah, maybe additional into the problem which we are solving.
Yes.
As you see, the main idea is for the car owner when they're moving from point A to point B.
Right.
But if you look into practice on the ground at the moment, compared to even your competitors' point of view, that's a big idea. But now, due to the shortage of employment, you find out that those people who have car have other small car, which they give maybe the cousin or the friends to sit along, you know, as part of employment. So if it's part of employment, which most of the riders are at the moment, that means they don't have anywhere to move until you be the one trigger for that to move. So how are you incorporate that? Because that's the majority of actually the carpooling driver, the ones which they take it serious as a job, vis-a-vis the ones which they have other private things which they are moving on their own.
Could you please answer that question with mine, because it related somewhere somehow? Out of 1,900 that you have done, I'm getting a sense maybe you are more of intercity than in-city mobility. So on the percentage, how much of from that number has been intercity vis-a-vis in-city mobility?
30 seconds.
I will start by answering your question. We are predominantly intercity, 100% intercity. At first, we were trying to do intra-city as well, but we realized we simply did not understand our market well enough. Now we are focusing on intercity. On the commercialization aspect, that comes from the fact that we already had ride-hailing operators in the market like Uber and Bolt, and many people tend to want us to move in that direction. But it's a very unique and very different problem that we are trying to solve here. There are indeed commercialization prospects for Transau that we explore. For example, the buses, we don't intend to have them as competitors forever. We hope that it can get to a point they feel threatened by our existence, and at that point we'll stretch out our hand, offer them to join us and list their rides through our platform. I wish I could have more time to talk about the commercialization process, but there are so many.
Thank you, Amos.
Yes.
Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you for that.
Next up, we have an EdTech, Vijana Tech.
Imagine a world where technology is made easy, a world that fosters digital innovation. At Vijana Tech, we're making sure of this. So what are we solving in our community? First, it's the high youth unemployment rates. Second, are the barriers to accessing digital skills and resources. However, Tanzania has a growing technology and digital innovation industry. This implies that we have a high demand of digital skilled labor. But the problem is we are having also a scarcity of these people to fill these roles. Here's the solution. We give to you a platform where users can acquire or sell in-demand digital skills, connect and socialize with their peers, mentors, and coaches, but at the same time, they can access different digital opportunities affordably. According to World Bank, Tanzania has a youth population of more than 37 million youth. This is a multi-million-dollar market. Our target accessible market is more than 19 million youth. Our serviceable available market is more than 5.5 million youth, and our serviceable obtainable market is more than 1 million youth. If we were to attain or capture only 1% of this market, it will put us on a position to earn more than 1 to 2 million USD in 1 year. So, introducing to you Vijana Tech mobile app, a platform where users can download it through iOS or Android, and at the same time they can log in and enroll to their courses affordably, and instructors can sell their content online. So over the years, we've been able to reach to more than 5,000 youth and have an email list of more than 20,000 youth, more than 600 job placements, and at the same time, we've been able to acquire partnerships to more than 19 companies and won 2 awards. Award of the best startup of the year and award for innovation. Unlike many players in the market, Vijana Tech is focused on Africa, and it has a vibrant online community, engaging content, a mentoring and coaching portal, but also youth can learn in either Swahili or English and access job placement assistance. This is a platform, we call it one-stop platform to nurture your digital skills and digital talents. So here is our business model. It is based on revenue share. Vijana Tech Organic, 60% goes to the instructor, 40% remains at Vijana Tech. In paid acquisition, 35% goes to the instructor and 65% remains at Vijana Tech. And in strict instructor promotion, 70% goes to the instructor and 30% goes to Vijana Tech. Here is our very good, vibrant team. I'm the CEO, Gerard Mukama, Emmanuel Ntera, the CTO, Elizabeth John, the CFO, and below is our technical team. Over the past 6 months, we've been able to raise more than 4,000 USD. This projects that if we are to receive investment of 250,000 US dollars, we'll be able to reach more than 100,000 enrollments. This will make us earn revenue of more than $2.5 million. This is a huge market to undertake. In the future, we're looking forward to invest in marketing and advertising, customer acquisition and retention, and launch new features like Vijana Tech social learning platform and also Vijana Tech job placement platform. I am Gerard Revocatus Mukama, the CEO of Vijana Tech, and this is Vijana Tech, where tech talents emerge. Hi everyone, I'm Gerard Revocatus Mukama, the CEO of Vijana Tech, a platform that we share in-demand digital skills to the Tanzanian youth to help them excel in the digital economy. And with our strong value proposition, experienced team, partner relationships, we're looking forward to taking this initiative above limits. Welcome questions. Thank you.
Thank you very much for a very nice presentation. I just wanted, let's talk traction. How do you measure the 600 job placements that are directly linked from the skills that are acquired from your platform?
Sorry?
How do you measure the you said that you've been able to create 600 job placements. How do you measure that they're directly linked from the skills that are acquired from your platform?
Exactly. So Vijana Tech it has a community where we also usually gather feedback from our our beneficiaries, like what they've earned, what they have been able to do after acquiring the skills from Vijana Tech. So based on the feedback and the research we've done, we came up with those numbers.
A follow-up question, Mukama. Well done for the presentation. Now, how do you compare yourself with the free ones, the like of Google, YouTube, etc.? Because somebody also can search there and can really develop himself or herself from the material that are available for free.
Awesome. So first of all, Vijana Tech, we offer skills in both Swahili and English. That's one of our unique selling point. So, but also, we've made this content so high quality. Unlike YouTube, you might find different skills that are outdated, that are no longer relevant currently. And sometimes it's really hard to find a tailored course according to the to your own environment and according to the market, to your needs. So at Vijana Tech, we are providing tailored courses to help these youth exactly gain what they really want from us. Yeah.
I have a couple of questions. The first one is, who creates your content? You said you have tailor-made content, training content. Developed by you?
Sure.
Is that developed by you or somebody else? The other question is, it seems to me like you have 3 different products, right? The digital skills learning, the training, digital skills platform selling services, and then buying digital products. Which one of those has shown most promise in terms of revenue growth?
Great. So first, we started creating content from Vijana Tech, but as days went on, we partnered with the studio, a very good studio called PPT Media, where they help instructors create video content for them. So currently, we are sourcing content from other content creators. But in terms of revenue, our huge revenue comes from the courses we sell.
Yeah, looking currently at the problems which most of your customers which are facing, which you are disrupting the recruitment part. So currently, in terms of your value proposition, what make you different in terms of companies sourcing talents from recruitment agency? And of course, in terms of competition, especially in tech, though you have put there is no competition, but we are looking the likes of Andelas and so forth. So what's your unique proposition and how are you tackling that?
Awesome. So basically, we also work with the recruitment partner called Kazi Connect Portal in obtaining these jobs opportunities. So and in fact. The real essence of our value proposition is that when a user comes into Vijana Tech platform and learns from us, we want to ensure that he graduates and he earns a job. He or she earns a job at the end of it. So instead of just learning from any other person, like you can just go to YouTube and learn, let's say, web development, but how sure are you that after you finish, you'll be able to get a job? How are you going to access these all opportunities like freelancing and remote working? So we want to ensure
30
everyone
seconds.
who finishes the courses gets a job. Thank you.
If you could answer this also very briefly because we don't have time. Part of the biggest, if you read the paper today, The Citizen, they talk about trust studies and how they're not properly being conducted. So I wonder, to create your content, what is the, how do you get to the point where you know you're filling in what employers want vis-a-vis how graduate comes out of higher learning?
Sorry, can you come again?
The trust studies. How do you get to create your content to fill in what employers want vis-a-vis how graduate comes out of higher learning studies?
Okay, so basically before even starting a platform, we ourselves worked from the ground. So we came to understand what really people need, and therefore we came to develop a plan that best fits our clients or our beneficiaries. So based from the experience
Time.
and education. Oh, sorry.
Sorry, but you're out of time. Thank you. Thank you very much, Vijana Tech. So up next, we have Lango. Please get your mic.
We're all aware how the current curriculums in our formal education systems are still outdated. Skills relevant for our world today are sadly not taught. Talk about financial literacy, digital skills, entrepreneurship, personal development, and more. So this leaves people struggling in different areas of their lives, despite having gone through years and years of formal schools. So they're now leaning on alternative ways to learn, filling their skills gap, and they're happy to pay to acquire this knowledge. So this is the opportunity I bring you today. Hi, my name is Daisy, co-founder and CEO at Lango. Lango is a knowledge-sharing platform where experts in any topic can create and sell digital courses to share their knowledge with the rest of us. We believe with digital courses, this brings convenience in learning. Now, learners can explore a variety of topics and passions and access relevant knowledge anytime, anywhere, straight from their phone. So why are we motivated to offer online education now? Well, since 2021 and currently ongoing, the Ministry of Education and stakeholders are working to improve the policy and curriculums in our formal schools. We see that this is a perfect time for Lango as a digital platform to offer support in this movement. With this in mind, our first target is working with youth in higher education institutes. According to TCU, over the last 2 years, over 200,000 youth enrolled. We intend to capture 16% of this market, and that will bring us an overall of 2.4 billion in revenue. Our business model is we take 60% in commission per each digital course sold on Lango. Now, so far, with less than 4 months in operation, we have a prototype and beta testing with over 90 users' feedback, currently producing our first batch of courses. We have 27 industry experts excited to share their knowledge on Lango. Yes, there are other players in this industry, but we're confident in the team we have to drive this mission forward, because together we bring experience in online education, creating engaging video content, building simple to use technologies, and the art of marketing and building strategic partnerships. Now we're inviting you to join us in making all this a reality with an investment of 110 million, which we'll use to complete our mobile and web application, do key integrations, acquire tools for in-house production, expand the team, office rental, and also marketing campaigns to impact millions. So this is Lango, and we welcome you to work together in upskilling our youth. Hi, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Daisy, founder at Lango. And at Lango, what we aim to do really is make knowledge a superpower. We live in a rapidly changing times, but unfortunately, the formal education systems that the majority of Tanzanians are going through, it's not catching up enough. There's a lot of bureaucracy. So what we intend to do at Lango really is bringing individual experts to share knowledge that is relevant for the 21st century. through digital courses. Now we're really at the early stages of this. As mentioned, we're like less than 5 months in operation, so we're here to pitch for pre-seed and support. We're looking forward to possibly partner with Vodacom. We love what they do with Ifahamu. So through Lango, we can work together to impact the youth with digital skills. That's how you're impacting the kids. And of course, we welcome room to, more people to join us in this mission. Thank you. Any questions?
Sure, I can ask a question or two. How do you ensure the quality of the productions that you sell? So I think teachers are very different. Some are more engaging, some are very boring.
Yes, that is true. I mean, with these 3-4 months working with our the 27 teachers, we've noticed that others are not, as we said, as interesting. So our first batch of courses, what we do is in-house production. We work together and instruct them in, instructional design and make it more engaging. So we're setting the standard first with in-house production before opening up the space to anybody who knows anything to post the educational content on Lango.
Do you issue certificates?
At the moment, yes, we issue certificates, and we're currently in talks and work with TCU and the education, stakeholders in Tanzania to make them credible. Because yes, one can offer a certificate, but if it's not, cannot be used for career development, it's practically useless. So it's in talks at the moment to legalize the credibility of certificates that our instructors are offering.
Thank you.
Daisy, first of all, congrats, being the first female-led company that we have had here. They are the one who's
Thank
just
you.
acting, so well done. The second congrats is on using TZS. If you leave alone Edwin and maybe Daisy, none of us here has US dollars. We have T-shillings. So thank you very much for no dollarization. Just trying to make you feel comfortable, because the next ask, it's good that we're actually seeing ideation almost into prototyping, because then we can ask a question, but we're probably throwing in suggestion. One big problem that we see with most education content providers is the provision, because they're hosting it out of the country. Would you be comfortable, if I have to put a question in there, to host it in country? Because we see the sponsors, Vodacoms themselves, they have what it takes to host it in country and then deliver without even having the bundles on the learners' access platforms.
So I wonder if I, correctly understood your question, but at the moment we host our content in-house. Yes, what we have is more than a website. It is a learning management system where anybody who, the
Where is it
instructors-
sitting? Where are you hosting your platform?
Okay, so I think what you mean is is it the database?
No, the servers. Where are the servers sitting where you're hosting?
The server is,
Maybe
okay, yeah, Amsterdam. I'm in Frankfurt, Germany.
Okay, so if you bring it home, I think it would be much better. And maybe you can zero rate or bring the cost of learners accessing the platform to almost zero by using some of the partners that I think in the room. So I would love to see that coming in country instead of pushing the bandwidth to other countries. No offense to Frankfurt.
No worries. Thank you for the suggestion. Any other question? Asanteni.
Thank you very much. Next up, Schuler Innovations.
Hello, my name is William Elia, the head of product and business development at Schuler.com. At Schuler.com, we are solving one among an overlooked problem in the education sector, that is parents. We help parents and teachers work together through accessible technologies. We have a great vision to improve the quality of education in an African ecosystem in order to see every child who starts the education complete, regardless of the background they come from, regardless of the culture they come from, regardless of the languages they speak. Every child should be successful in his education. 70% of student time is spent outside of home. Only 30% of it is given to a parent. Whoever you will agree with me that parents are always the first teacher to a child. Overwhelming work schedules, language barrier, illicit knowledge can be one among the factors that cause a much of misunderstanding between a parents and their teachers, resulting to a massive dropout of students. For almost 52% of students who fail in the academics, they fail due to lack of parents' involvement in their learning process. While almost 6 out of 10 students who drop out in their academics, they drop out because of lack of parents' engagement in their learning journey. And here is where Schuler.com has bring us chip in order to bring the simplicity and modernization in the education career by helping parents to monitor and track all the student growth just from their palm of hand through the use of accessible technologies present to all parents. We also help teachers to automate and digitize all of their academic operation through a stimulated result generation, which takes a very short time, real and error-free. We also help school administrators to streamline all the school administration and management in a given time and remotely. So no need of an administrator to be present. He can update all the information of a school just from his palm of hand. Since the invasion, we are operating in a market with a valuation of $85.49 billion US dollars in just the next 5 years, with a compound growth rate of 19.9. This means that Schuler.com is there to stay. Since the invasion of our company, we have managed to penetrate to more than 55 learning institutions with more than 33,000 beneficiaries and 100% retention rate to our customers. We need to expand it to additional Tanzanian market by 70% in Tanzania and Maryland and 30% of the total addressable market. And in the next 2 years, guess what? Schuler.com will break even. In order to achieve all of this, we have a very, very desirable team with an advisory board being led by Dr. Elastium Luka, the CEO of DTBI under COSTEC, and a very, very desired management team which has been equipped in its different departmental organization. And we are always asking to develop a partnership on sales, which will help us to expand to additional Tanzanian market and attend with a very great market of our desired goals. The all partnership that we are asking will be used on sales and marketing, since we know that here is a lacking department for us. At Schuler.com, we believe that we need technology in every classroom, parents and teachers' hand, since it is a pen and paper of our time. Thank you once again. My name is William Maria from Schuler.com.
Hello, my name is William Maria from Schuler.com. As we ended here at Schuler.com, we believe that we need technology in every classroom, parents and teachers' hand, since it is a pen and paper of our times. Thank you so much once again. My name is William Maria from Schuler.com.
Great. Judges?
Thank you very much, William, for a very nice presentation. How does your business model look like?
Yes, we are operating with private schools only in Tanzania in the meantime, and our pricing charges goes to school administrators. Whoever, the people who benefit with the system, we have parents, we have student, parents and students all fall in one category, teachers themselves and the school administrator. But our charges are directed to one student per year. We charge $5 equivalent to 10,000 Tanzanian shillings per student per year. But our charges are directed to school administrators to make the method of correction very easy.
I didn't get it clear. Okay, well done, William, for such a great presentation. On your competition analysis, who are the current competitors and what is your selling point, a unique selling point compared to other solutions that are available?
Thank you, Brother Ngo, for that question.
there are great players doing well in Tanzania now in school management system, especially people like Schuler, Medpack, they're doing great. But we have a great unique selling proposition that makes Schuler.com start now prevailing and going high. For example, we are now integrating multiple features within our system. You might agree that at the moment we were piloting our system, we were
to manage the drivers are overloading and the children cannot report back home. How do you track and manage that one?
Yeah, thank you so much, Brother Ngovu. Among the selling features since 2023 is a transport system. I think this is because of the current situation happening in Tanzania. Since we have now changed the year to 2023, transport system has been asked a lot with more than a lot of schools. And guess what? We are putting the GPS tracking. When a student gets outside of home to school, the buses are being located over routes. The driver is known, the matron is known, and every person who is, every student who has gone to that bus is known. When they arrive at school, the update of the child arriving to school is being given, and the parent does not need to call a teacher or to get everything. It's being just notified in her phone or email and in her mobile application that is integrated to Schuler. So that will remove every barrier that is happening across. For example, today we have stayed here since 8 and now is almost 1. Nobody here has tracked that your child is in school. But with Schuler.com, no need of tracking. Just open your phone while I was coming here, my child is there because you have been notified over SMS, WhatsApp, email, and getting into Schuler Innovations application.
1 minute.
I'm trying to, you mentioned something that was very interesting to me, but I couldn't get the parent involvement into the child education. I would love to hear how the system assists with the involvement.
Yes, parents' involvement is among now our service because, as you know, all the prayers, parents are also key, and thus they are the one that are being affected a lot in tracking and monitoring student growth. Parents now, with whatever, when they are using mobile phones or they are using those smart keynotes, they are integrated in student growth. No need to call a teacher. No need to go to school conferences because everything now is integrated. When you go to Schuler system, you'll get everything about result generation. You'll get everything about attendance, transport routes. The book has called paid and unpaid invoices. So it reduces the bureaucracy of overwhelming work schedules, language barrier, illicit knowledge about education, but everything can be covered remotely and with no other time consuming.
Quick question, you have how many schools are you in?
Now we are operating with more than 55 running institutions with 21 customers, adapting our system with a demo account, so making almost 71 schools in Tanzania.
And what are the biggest challenges that you faced with the schools in terms of integration or implementing the system?
Yes, most of schools in Tanzania, they are located in, elastic regions. For example, you might find in Arusha, almost most of schools are located diversified. So reaching to them is a big challenge because all of them, they need a physical touch. When you just call them, they need you to be there. Reaching to them is now the big barrier that Schuler.com faces. That's why we're asking some cash to make in sales and penetration.
Thank you.
Thank you,
very
Riley.
much. So to our closing startup, we have one more. The final one, that is Medpack, a health tech company.
Welcome to Medpack. We aim to digitalize pharmaceutical supply chain to facilitate healthcare delivery. My name is Johnson Thompson. I'm the co-founder and chief marketing officer of Medpack. Here in Dar es Salaam, about 33,000 patients attend hospitals in a day. They face challenges such as 43 to 35% of prescribed medicines are out of stock. So what do? They travel in a long distance looking for their medications. Hence, there's inaccessibility of medications. They face antimicrobial resistance due to lack of knowledge to use the medications. And about 1,200 people owning other shops, pharmacies, travel from a long distance to Kariakoo, hence losing about 10-15% of their revenues in just a day of procurement. Do not worry, Medpack gives you a solution. We provide you a mobile application and a website whereby users, they can order, buy medication, wellness, and other healthcare products online from trusted pharmacies, and we deliver them to your doorstep. For our B2C individuals, we give them quick delivery to your doorstep, monthly refill for chronic patients, and also free healthcare tips on prevention of diseases and proper use of medications. And for our B2B healthcare facilities, they can order their pharmaceutical online from suppliers. We provide them with a well-equipped inventory management process, and we give them quick delivery to their center. How do we make money? We do both B2B and B2C. For B2B, that's business to business, we get 7.5% from wholesale orders. And B2C, that's business to customers, we get 20% for retail orders. And we only charge $2 to $5 for delivery fee. Other sources of revenues that we plan in the future are subscriptions, advertisements, direct sales, and insurances. This year, we aim to skyrocket. How? We aim to scale up to East Africa. We aim to scale up to other Tanzanian regions. We aim to work with e-doctors and labs, also adding supplies and working pharmacies. And also, we aim to incorporate drone delivery, also work with insurances. And this year, we'll be launching our second phase of our Medpack application. As you already know, as a business, it should expand. According to Grand View research that was made, it stated that the global pharmaceutical manufacturing market is aimed to grow annually for about $957.59 billion from 2021 to 2028. As we know, it's a business. We have competitors in the market. Our competitors are doing a great job, such as Dam Kononi, Yabi Health, Dawachab, Families, and Medpack. But what makes us special? We provide chronic care patients support. We give you healthcare tips which are free. And we also provide you with a well-equipped inventory management process. We are asking for only $150,000. How are we going to use this money? Product engineering that will cost 20%, paying software engineers, also launching our second phase of application, and the rest will be used for marketing and sales, and also operations such as office operations and paying our employees. We have a dream team. Our CEO, Wisnei Matayo, has 3 years experiences in business development, and also we have Esther Kalinga, who has a degree in pharmaceutical market, and also she has a 3 years experience in her job. Also, I co-founder, I'm Chief Marketing Officer. I'm experienced in digital marketing, and also 3 years experiences in business development. We also have a CFO with Nigoro Magai. We also have a CTO with Rafael Dennis. We also have our developer with Abdul, and our operations with our delivery coordinator with Elia. All the pharmaceutical supplies from us. We are Medpack, Pharmacy Vijana. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Johnson Thompson. I have a great news to you. Say goodbye to wasted time and extra expenses. Join Medpack today in revolutionizing the way Tanzanians can access their healthcare needs. Thank you.
Thank you. 5 minutes.
I will fill in the void. As a marketing officer, there's a challenge with regulated marketing for medicine and medical devices in Tanzania with the TMDA. How do you go about, you're asking for 150K, out of which 50% goes to marketing, that's about 75K. Could you please educate us, the 75K into marketing versus the TMDA regulating marketing of medicines in the country?
Okay, that's a great question. So as Medpack, we have been really trying to do our best in doing outreaches, and that's the best way of us getting customers online. So each month, we really do our best in performing outreaches and getting customers on board. And currently, we've been able to onboard about 150 pharmacies that are working with us, and we're also working with 250. We're working with 2,500 customers. Those are just for B2C and 150 for B2B. Yeah.
On the B2C, how do you reach your customer if you cannot advertise the medicines? How do they get to know about?
Okay, so here's the thing. Just a quick example. When communication networks were introduced in Africa, they started building towers, then providing SIM cards to the consumers. So what we do, we we build the towers and we provide the SIM cards to consumers. So we connect the doctors, the patients, and the pharmacists. So the doctors are able to contact their patients and tell them that there's a certain medication that's it's very cheap for you to get, yeah, and that it will help you. Also, that really builds the management of the healthcare journey, because a person or a user does not just do it alone, but he does it with the doctors and with the pharmacists and himself or herself.
Thanks.
Yeah.
If no other, I can add on the next. I've seen B2C, B2B. I've seen B2G. MSD last year destroyed about 3.5 billion worth of expired medicine. Vis-a-vis, we hear other places, there's no availability. Don't you see potential use case of your system to identify where the needs are, vis-a-vis where the drugs are warehoused and expired? 3.5 billion. It's a lot. And it's in the news. This is public news.
Sure. Thank you so much for the suggestion, and we look forward to do more research about that.
Yes, Johnson, thank you very much for such a nice presentation. Once again, congratulations. It's a follow-up question from Jules with regards to quality assurance. How can you ensure that you are not going to run into a series of allegations and problems if somebody managed to sell an expired or something that is not fit for the purpose?
Okay, that's a good question. For the business to business part, we have a special application that's called Medpack for Business. So Medpack for Business does what? It tells a pharmacy owner that your medication is about to expire, your medication is out of stock, and we let know the person that owns the pharmacy that, hey, your medication is about to expire, you have to remove it to them outside the market. Or your medication is out of stock, so you have to restock. So all these features are incorporated in the application already. Yeah.
And in insurance companies, have you explored partnerships with insurance companies?
As I already said, our aim is to build an Africa that's in good health. A cost for medication is not a barrier for somebody to access their medications. So what we do is we do our best to incorporate insurances, such as Assemble Insurance, to enable our patients to be able to pay into installments for their medication. So cost is not a barrier in accessing medication.
One minute.
Maybe one more question. Do you require prescriptions? You had mentioned the connection between the doctors, the pharmacist, and the client, and the patients. Is there a prescription that kind of follows through?
You're not allowed to get medication without prescriptions. So in our application, we have lab tests at home. Somebody can book a lab test at home and a doctor's appointment. And the doctor can upload a patient prescriptions directly in the application, or just the patient him or herself can take a picture and upload the prescription of the application. And we get it, and we help him or her to get the medications on time.
Follow up on that, is that the prescription is inclusive of all types of medicine, or are there some medicine that someone can purchase without having a prescription?
Every type
Say
of medicine.
Panadol, I want to purchase Panadol, cetirizine for my flu, I have to have a prescription to purchase it.
Yeah, we're currently working with we can't access medication without a prescription.
Okay.
That's our slogan. Yeah.
Johnson, thanks. Another one. How do you manage data of your customers? Because now you're having some very serious and confidential information with regards to lab testing, etc.
Yeah, that's key, and that's very important for a startup, because data especially in a health tech startup is very important, and you're supposed to keep it as a secret. And then we really ensure that the data is very encrypted, and it's just ourselves that manage the data and nobody else.
Time. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Congratulations to all the startups. Congratulations to the judges. I wouldn't be in your seat right now. So right now I would ask the judges, you will be escorted by the team to a special room where you can compile the rest of the results. But in the meantime, we are having one more thing to do before we announce the winners. And this is to acknowledge and appreciate the contributions of different teams. So we are going to give out certificates of appreciations, but also certificates of completion. So can I have on stage our program lead, Yvonne Maruma from Vodacom. She's the brains behind the VDA. Thank you. And now you.
Well, thank you, Larry. Also on to the stage, I would like to welcome Managing Director, Philip. Please come through together with Joseph from Funguo program. Joseph. Asante, here you go.
Thank you. Can I have the certificates come, Brian? So we are having representatives as mentors that are in-house. We want to appreciate them for their good work. Starting with Caroline Limo.
Yes.
Then we have Johannes, please. Johannes from Smart Foundry. Up next, we have our proud girls from Code Like a Girl program. Representing the rest of the girls, we have Jennifer and Aquilina. But then the VDA program also has provided certificates of completion to all the startups onboarded in the VDA season 2. So this time you have your certificates, you can have BusyTech, now this can be fast, BusyTech, BusyPay, Get Value, Hackett Consultancy, please, Lango, Medpack, Value. BusyPay. Medpack. Seto. Schuler. Schuler and Smart Darasa, please. Speedy. Transau and Vijana. But then we also wanted to give appreciations to the team behind VDA. So if I would have the VDA team representatives, Yvonne herself, the program team lead. Yes. Can I have Sharon, the associate program manager? On behalf of the rest of the team, the program manager, I myself, Larry. Thank you. So, do we have Brian? Brian, are you here? Yes. Our business and communications guy. He has always been busy communicating. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, sir. Well, can we have a 5-minute break as we're waiting for the judges to get back? Sharon, please check on the judges. We want to announce the winners. In the meantime, studio, if you can get us back to our documentary that some of us missed.
Play an integral role in solving problems and challenges in our society. And with the rate of our fast-growing economy, enabling startups is key to our country's development. In its pursuit to foster more startup success stories in the Tanzanian ecosystem, Tanzania's top telco, Vodacom Tanzania, launched the Vodacom Digital Accelerator Program Season 1 in 2019 in collaboration with SmartLab. On April 25, 2022, SmartLab, in partnership with Vodacom Tanzania, began this incredible journey with the launch of Season 2 of the Vodacom Digital Accelerator Program. In promoting and creating awareness of the program, we embarked on an info session hub tour across various regions of Tanzania to search for disruptive, innovative, and promising tech startups with solutions that could transform communities within the areas of education, fintech, e-commerce, agriculture, health, cybersecurity, and entertainment. Over 200 startup applications were received during the application phase, demonstrating the appetite for startup growth among the youth in Tanzania. That followed a period of careful selection of the quality startups that meet the criteria to join the program, and later unveiling the 12 startups selected for the acceleration program, including Schuler Innovations, Smart Darasa, Lango Academy, Vijana Tech, Consultancy, Seto, Transau, Get Value, Speedy Africa, Medpack, BusyTech, and BusyPay.
I would like to once again congratulate all our last season winners So season 2 will offer so excellent technical support, access to international partners.
Congratulations again that you went through the hectic application process and interviews, but all was to filter out and get the best. So congratulations to you guys.
The startups for the VDA Season 2 have received intensive training, bootcamps, and mentorship sessions from experienced mentors with valuable expertise in catalyzing their business growth.
The experience so far has been very great, and when you share your experience, it means also giving back to the community, and it's part of Vodacom's purpose as well, as an employee, as a leader, to connect the society for a better future.
From Vodacom's efforts to support and empower young girls in STEM, VDA Season 2 marched with Vodacom's Code Like a Girl program through having selected alumni from the program join the VDA program to learn from not only the experienced mentors through mentorship sessions, but also the 12 startups themselves who worked hand in hand with them while building their products.
So the Code Like a Girl this year, for the first time, we're going to put it together with the Accelerator, the Digital Accelerator program, and the people from the smart codes, or rather the programs that we have with the startups, will then be their mentors to help them develop and continue to entice them. That way, by the time they get to the level that the smart codes, or rather the level that the accelerator programs are, the startups, then they're at a higher level because they started at a young age.
My experience at the VDA Bootcamp Season 2 has been very exciting. I have gotten an opportunity to be a part of sessions where have been very engaging experience, and frankly speaking, I hope to use the knowledge that I've gotten today to be very beneficial.
The VDA Season 2 has been an incredibly fruitful collaboration with tremendous mentors and sessions that have assisted my business to understand itself now in the present and in the future years to come.
The Season 2 program concludes with the Demo Day event, which is the peak of the VDA program and a culmination of all their hard work over the 3 months of acceleration they received. Only the top 3 startup winners will get a chance to proceed further with a 6-month validation phase after the acceleration, which is left for the judges and the overall innovation ecosystem to decide. Thank you to all ecosystem key players and partners for the support shown in the program through a community of mentors, investors, and the innovation ecosystem at large. Congratulations to all the 12 startups that participated in our program, and hello to those that aspire to be part of our program during the next season. Be sure to look out for Season 3 as we continue to groom and shape the Tanzanian innovation ecosystem by supporting startups with impactful ideas that will change the future of our nation through technology. Until Season 3, let's take the next step to innovate Africa. Innovation for Africa. Together we can.
Thank you. So the judges have asked me if we can network for at least 2 minutes, because they are having a very hard time to get your results out. So just give them 2 minutes as we network. Studio, you can give me some music. right. Great, great, great. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Judges, the experience. Was it hot? Yeah. So, the moment we've been waiting for, I think the judges already have consolidated the results, but it's not in my doing that I'll be announcing anything, but I'll call up the judges, they'll be on stage, and they can reveal the results for us. So if I may have the judges on stage, please.
What is he doing? You are missing one judge. We don't want appeals.
Sharon, please help us with Edwin.
While you are waiting for Edwin, ladies and gentlemen, once again, on behalf of the purpose-led organization, Vodacom Tanzania, we again appreciate your attendance. We really thank you. It has been a while since we started. We thought we could have finished earlier than this, but believe me, it was really tough. The competition was really tight, and as we said in the beginning, you're all winners. So all the setups, well done. Well done. Indeed, you have shown us how prepared you are, and for sure, your solutions are really going to change the way you were doing things prior to joining our program. Well done for coming with game-changing solutions that are fit for the market. Now Edwin is here. I don't know, Radi?
Yes.
Are you ready?
I am ready.
Okay, so as we were, okay. Oh yeah. So before announcing the winners, I would like also to assure you that the system was vetted and approved. And there was no such third-party intrusion while we were feeding in from each of us individually, and also the system automatically had that summation and ranking. So it is 100% vetted and approved. And the moment has come. Yeah, I think we'll start from bottom or top? Bottom. Okay, so it was difficult. Really difficult. Because it's by points. That's why I insist that you are all winners. So if we start from bottom, as I've been advised by my fellow judges, number 3. for the first time on transport sector. Transau. Transau, not only about addressing what really has been an issue on getting rides on intercity, but as I said in the beginning, we are guided by 3 principles from Vodacom point of view: digital society, inclusion for all, and the planet. Transau are addressing not only the 3, but at large on the planet. Our ESG commitment to the society is of our utmost importance. Transau, well done. Should I continue?
Yes, there is. We are waiting for you.
Can I ask Ivana to hand over a trophy? Well done, well done. Congratulations, Transau. Thank you. Now, number 2. We had 12 participants or 12 startups. And you saw yourself, there was a sector where it was even difficult to differentiate between the participants or startups. And that is not easy. And that sector is education. Yes, we have a problem to address, but the startups that were really trying to solve problems within the education sector, we had some challenges in terms of content approvals, scalability, etc. But for us who maybe we couldn't be engineers, or like what Ivana said, she could have really managed to continue on science, but for the lack of such solution to address learning and education in general, here comes Smart Darasa. Well done, Smart Darasa. So with Smart Darasa, now those difficult physics experiments, they won't be imaginary anymore. Their solution is not only going to address the challenges that our rural schools where we come from, but also it will also it's a game changer. I'm sure our young sisters, our children, they will come. So the STEM will really be addressed with this one. And with Vodacom, you know, what we do is called like a Keynote sector. We saw that Smart Darasa will add a great value and is scalable not only in Tanzania, but also outside of Tanzania. Well done, team Smart Darasa. Now, I think it's too hot and it's too... May I ask our only MD of Vodacom Tanzania, Mr. Philip Besimiri, to come and join us on stage so that at least the first startup will have that lucky to shake hands. But don't hug, just shake hands. And don't stretch it. Yeah. So, for a long time, we've been hearing a lot of, not theories, but a lot of commitments, statements, programs, to mention a few. And we all know that our country, over 70% depends on that sector, whether it's on commercial or traditional way of getting our own food security addressed. With what the government is doing now and what we have seen in terms of BBT, what was 1030, etc., but what Vodacom has been doing with our own initiative, that startup came number one. And that is Beanstalk from agriculture. Karibu. Congratulations, Beanstalk. Can all the judges come with the winner? And also we'll ask the other two winners to join the stage. Smart Darasa, Transau. Kilimo Bando. Thank you.
Yes. We didn't want to leave the rest of the team, the judges also, together with the winners. We had a token for you. Great. This is for you. I just don't mind the names.
So while Larry is trying to distribute those ones, all startups, you're all winners. I can guarantee you,
This is for you, sir.
it was really tight game. And we've seen a lot of areas of collaborations. So remember our partnership session. We see you guys, you're gonna partner within your own circle and make things better and grow your business. With that, for sure, you will make it. And don't feel like you are so behind. No, you have a big room, and let's get it together. As we said, Vodacom, together we can. The future was excited, we saw it, now let's get it done together.
Thank you very much, Guvu. But is the MD going to leave without saying something?
You want me to be penalized? That's career suicidal, and I won't allow that. Mr. Philip Bisemir, karibu.
Thank you. Yeah. Habari za mchana. I hope you're all fine. Congratulations to the winners. Congratulations to everybody that's taken part in this VDA Season 2. Thank you to our judges for your generous time, guidance, pointed questions, and keeping the participants on their toes. The team at Smart Labs, thank you so much for coordinating this and working very closely with us at Vodacom to pull this off. The team that, the joint working group that works on this between Vodacom, Smart Labs, and everyone else that's involved, thank you very much as well. I'd like to, I think for me, when I look at today, this is really what the future is about, right? One, you've got young people, very passionate, very focused, driven. I mean, for the pitches that I was able to attend, I mean, you could see people really putting their best foot forward and really selling the ideas. I also like the fact that we're dealing with all the ideas we saw today, we're solving real problems. This is not like pie in the sky, far-fetched ideas. We're solving real human problems that actually exist in our society here in Tanzania and beyond. So you're onto something, and thank you very much for, for putting your foot forward to solve these problems. I don't think I'm qualified enough to speak about the startup economy in Tanzania, but I must say for the few months that I've been here, I love the vibrancy of the startup and tech sector in Tanzania. This is a good place to be. And I think I'm proud to be part of an organization that actually sees the value of partnering with the tech and startup ecosystem. Keep doing this, and I think as Vodacom, we will continue to find innovative ways of supporting and actually scaling this program and related programs. The first time I was at Smart Labs, I challenged Edwin. We need a women's chapter. I don't think there's enough women coming forward for this, and probably the men are intimidating them. So maybe let's carve out a women's chapter and really do something for the women. I'd really be grateful if we can have that quite soon as well. For the other startups, I think two ideas that I would really like to see come through. We need more women, more girls in your teams. I kept seeing one or two, but please be intentional about diversity. I think it's a really good thing if you have that level of diversity. You get a lot more contribution, and you solve problems equitably, as opposed to going in with the male bias that we tend to come with. And secondly, expand inclusion. I did not hear or see anybody talk about how people with disabilities are able to use your solutions. It would be great that you also think about it and say, how do people that can't, the blind, the deaf, how can they use your solutions? Otherwise, thank you and congratulations once again to Kilimo. Wishing you all the best. Great. I don't know if it comes with a big check. Thank you.
Daddy?
Thank you very much. Now, I can have you back to your seats. Thank you. Congratulations again to the 3 startups. As I mentioned before, it wasn't easy without the mentors. The mentors that are online, the ones that didn't get the ability to see us, to visit us. We appreciate your good work, but they are still willing and ready to help the rest of the startups in coaching and mentorship. Just as a closing remark, I would also want to thank the judges. You really spent your time doing this for us. We appreciate your work. We honor you. Thank you. Thank you very much. So we are just about to close. I would want to ask the rest of us, including the special guest, that we have prepared lunch for you. And it's downstairs by the Palm restaurant, just on the right. So we can have our lunch and network as we also closing the day. Thank you very much for this. Thank you for our members online who have joined. Thank you to everyone. The startups, good work. Congratulations.